the new house.
It's good. It's good. He hasn't started on fire yet, so that's a plus. Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
I can't even say anything. I have to have my roof replaced on my house from hail damage from like
Oof.
4 weeks ago.
I'm just trying to get my darn camera set up here.
Hopefully we can get ours replaced. We'll have to see. We're looking into the claim right now.
Did you guys get some damages recently?
Yeah, we had a $half size hail.
Oh,
Woof.
yeah, that's right. That just missed us.
Yeah. It started out as about pea size and then increased a $half. So there is hail damage, but I had 3 contractors come out. First one, I don't know what to think of. Very charismatic, good salesman. Second one, I don't think I would touch. And the third one came out and basically said, look, there's 3 options that I look at. You need it, it's bad. There's a 50-50 chance where you don't need it, and I'm not going to try to sell it to you. Okay, and we walked through and did the the walk around. He said there's a 50-50 chance. Like, it's there. And clearly you're in the storm path. And you have a good insurance company. But they might also deny it. But if we don't...
Worse when they're like, oh, you have this really expensive insurance coverage and you need this thing, and they're just going to deny it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm fighting with right now.
he did
So, on
say...
my garage.
He did say that if we don't claim, then if we have another hailstorm, the insurance companies can say that's old hail damage. We're not paying for that. But if we do claim and the insurance denies it, then come next time around, they cannot say that's old hail damage because they denied it.
Yep.
So then it just becomes this buildup of hail damage that they can't do anything about.
Yeah, it's like my garage. I pay for extra insurance on my garage roof because it's attached to the rest of the house. And had the contractor come through, he looked at it. And there's literally dents in the steel roof from the hail.
But it's steel roof. They're not going to replace it.
Oh yeah, they will.
Will they?
Yeah. I pay for extra insurance on that roof. So the outside adjuster comes and does the walkthrough with my contractor. And he goes, I'm gonna get this put in, that this needs to be replaced because of the damage. Like, he could see the damage. So he puts it in. The inside adjuster goes, yeah, we're not gonna replace the roof. And my contractor is on the phone with them, and he goes, this is bull crap. The outside adjuster said that it needs to be replaced because there's dents in there. And we had a rain earlier this week. I took a picture, sent it to my contractor. It is leaking inside my garage.
Oh, there's actual penetrating damage.
Yeah. So he goes, yeah, I'm sending that to the insurance company too. So he's
I thought
working
they were
with
just
them.
dings.
They're gonna shingle the entire roof, because the last guy to do the roof back in like 2017, right before I bought the house, didn't join the steel roof to the shingles properly. So he goes, that can cause damage later on, you know. So he goes, I was like, whatever one's easiest, that's gonna be the best, just do it.
Raja's song has me jamming so hard every time.
So
I want to do a lift to this.
if Katie doesn't respond,
Oh, she's here.
oh,
I just realized I set up everything for Skylar except Zoom. Like, I didn't open Zoom for him.
oh my Lanta.
It's like, I forgot all about that part.
Shame on you. Slap
Yeah,
me
I
on the
know.
wrist, take away your birthday.
You'd almost say that was self-inflicted.
Where's my...
All
Too
right.
many things open.
So at some point, Ryder, when you need to hop out, feel free.
Roy, are you wearing a Ford shirt on purpose?
I mean, we can say yes.
A Fall of Red Dawn Bronco shirt?
Yeah.
They stole the name from us.
Yeah. How dare someone 100 years ago take our name?
Right.
He's just representing my vehicle. It's okay.
Right.
I thought it was in the ditch next to the house.
You did what?
Ford found on road dead.
Oh, I thought he crashed his vehicle or something.
No. The Bronco's still a baby.
Yeah.
I love Broncos so much. That's my dream car. That and a Charger. But that's a Dodge. That's not a Ford.
I got a 2023 Outer Banks.
Oof.
It's fun.
All right.
Well, Rory's wife has a Jeep now.
She does. She has a Jeep Wrangler.
It's very nice.
It is. You know what I like about it? It's paid off.
Oh, I paid my car off like 6 months ago.
Isn't it a wonderful thing?
It is the best feeling to not have a car payment.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
can't say
have
that.
I have a 2006 Toyota Corolla, so I haven't made a car
Heck
payment
yeah.
in over a decade.
Rock on.
Some point that will have to change because that has 235,000
Oof,
miles.
nice though. I mean, that's a goal
Those
setter.
things run forever. I had a
Yeah.
99 Honda Accord that I
had
ran.
a
It was my
friend-
grandpa's Honda Accord that he gifted to me when he like couldn't drive anymore. That was my junior year of high school gift that he gave me. And that thing had 350,000 miles on it, and I sold it to somebody else. It was still running.
I had a friend take a Toyota Camry
Yep.
to over 480,000 miles. All they did was do standard maintenance. You know the
Yeah.
transmission
I
flushes
mean,
every
I-
75.
Every time I say it, I have to knock on something. But yeah, I mean, I've never had to do any like major replacements of things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Transmission flushes every like 50 to 75,000 miles, depending on how hard you're up on it. Do your oil changes at every 3 to 5,000, depending on what type of oil that you run.
Yep.
And make sure you keep your tires balanced.
And with mine,
Ta-da!
it's interesting with mine, and then we'll go live. Oh, well, we are live, but we'll get it started. So I can change mine every 10,000 miles. It's a closed system, and I can change my oil every 10,000. First time I've replaced my battery was just last week after 6 years. And my tires after 6 years of owning the vehicle. Like,
That is one thing I'm glad the one thing I didn't like about my black little sports car that I just sold. I could never get a set of tires to last more than 18,500 miles.
yeah, no, I got mine to last.
And even when I drove it like a
140,000.
little old lady, the one thing though that was nice about it is it wore all 4 tires evenly.
Oh, that's nice.
I never had to rotate them because they literally wore evenly, even though it was front wheel drive.
All right, so let's roll into the game here. Let's go ahead and get started. We are now video live. If the music is too loud, if anyone's out there, go ahead and let us know. Otherwise, it is.
I was just saying to the chat that too bad they can't see us right now because I feel like we're all very much like our characters with the cameras off.
You can be
As
seen.
I'm having a dance party with myself.
They can see you dancing.
Very
They can see
very
me now.
charismatic. Even though Vantler has like +1 on charisma.
Oh,
backstage.
hey! Before we hop in, Ryder, is your character HP correct?
No, it's
Okay.
not. I'm trying to fix it right now. I don't know how it got set to 26, and I don't remember what my actual HP was. I think
Your
it was like
max
7.
HP is set to 26?
Yeah,
I think it was like
Oh.
55.
It had to have been
last
up
time I
there
played.
somewhere.
So it was 52 when I was level 5.
Okay.
So I think it's like 71 or 2 now. But
What's your hit die?
my hit die. Gosh, you're asking questions that I'm not ready to answer.
Let's see, maybe I can find it too. Let's see, Rihu. The same is a short rest die, same one.
He's a monk, so I think it's
It's a
1d8.
D8.
Pretty sure monks are 1d8.
Where is it?
Yeah,
at?
it's a D8. I'm in the.
D8?
I'm looking at the rule book. It's a D8.
Guys, speaking of Roblox, do you see what this is?
Is that the new
I
one?
have
Yeah.
the 2024. I've seen some really ridiculously broken builds that people have done with the new rule book.
I got to pre-buy it at Gen Con.
Nice.
They
La
had-
la 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 la.
They only had a limited supply that they brought every day because it's not actually like published yet. I think it comes out
Yeah.
next month. And they sold like lottery tickets to even buy, like to get access to buy it because they had such limited ones each day. And one of my friends got the lottery ticket. So
Nice. That's awesome.
yeah.
It is
So Ryder,
available-
So if anybody wants to know how their class changes, let me know. I'll look it up for you.
September
Ryder-
17th is when it's available.
being it's a D8, if you
Yeah.
want, and you have a 2 for your Constitution, do you just want to add 14? So that's
Sure.
that's like rolling a
Six.
5 on the die plus your
Okay.
2 con.
I'm just trying to figure out how to actually change my max HP now. That's I'm like, how did that even do
You
that? In the
should be
first
able to
place?
click
Go-
onto the HP square, right?
Yeah, there's but
You
doesn't
just
that
go into manage, like you
Oh,
click
that's
on
what it
the
was.
to your character name, click manage,
Okay.
and then go to manage character and levels.
Okay.
And then in there, just click manage HP.
Got it.
And you can change it.
Got it.
Awesome.
I love how the only ones right on the screen is
Oh,
Raja.
yeah, I should probably change that.
Ooh, I
And
get to be
Raja.
Jubilee today.
Oh,
We should just have a free for all day. Wherever someone lands, you play that character, and there's like
oh
no consequences. No consequences,
What
meaning you
fun.
play the character, and that session doesn't count.
What if we did that as like a dream session or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Whereas like it was all just
Talk about
fake
an
anyways.
out-of-body
We
experience.
all have each other's D&D Beyond. We can go in
Yeah,
and
exactly.
see what our things are.
Oh, no,
and what
I
if
tried to do that 2 weeks ago, and I
That's
couldn't
true.
see anybody's
Yeah, that is true.
anything.
what if it changed
That's
every
weird.
like 30 minutes? Like
I
you
could
have
do
to
it on
play
the
a new
computer.
person every 30.
That would be brutal.
Can I just suggest for a Halloween episode, we all dress as somebody else's character?
Oh,
See-
not our own?
Yeah.
We could do this whole random mix of where you land is where you land, and do what you're saying.
Oh my gosh, wait, can we secretly roll like the session before, like after the session, everybody individually rolls and like Rory assigns people characters, and then that day we all pop up as someone else's character and it's a surprise for everybody.
That'd be wild.
So the
That'd be
closest
wild.
Halloween session we have would be November 3rd.
Well, we just extend
That's like right there.
Halloween.
That's right there.
That
Yeah.
works
Yeah.
for me.
You know when I have
mean,
Christmas, like
You
January.
can celebrate Halloween now if you really want.
I
I
mean,
drank pumpkin spice coffee this morning.
Oh yeah.
I personally think it's
I'm not
best
surprised.
to like do it like before. So like even
Oh,
for
yeah.
like 2 weeks before.
A
Yeah, I agree.
Halloween session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pre Halloween.
I hear
Also, we should do like very light cosplay as our characters at some point. I
Yeah,
feel like
you guys
Taylor
always
and
can.
Taylor and I have done it before, but
It is so
fact,
easy for me to put my hair in the little buns and throw on my Harlequin pants and just put on a ton of eyeliner.
Didn't I do that?
I want to
one
see.
session?
I want to
I've
see
got the
Skylar
paladin
with
pa-
some like cool, get some like cool of that like temporary spray stuff you put in your hair and make it look like flames. You know?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You just can't touch it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a session I was
Never
actually
mind,
You
It
got
can't
some
work.
MC
All
Hammer
times.
playing in the background.
No. Can't touch this.
All right. Tom, let's go ahead and kick it off with a quick recap.
Okay, so last session was interesting. I played not only Vantalord but Rehoop. I'm sorry, I'm glad I didn't kill you. Be glad. We started last session in the main chamber of the temple where we first went into that crazy long dungeon. Cedric helped us identify the chest that Vantalord was carrying around and said it looked like a bigger version of a bag of holding. He explained what they are, how to get things out of them, and said that things decay much slower in them, potentially decades without molding. Vantalord then decided he was going to shake the chest as hard as he absolutely could. We got some, I would say, a fair amount of coin out of it, just a little bit. We also decided we portioned out all the gold. We gave some to the were-rats so they could start life again. And as a group, we decided to start a group gold fund so we could purchase things that the group would need as a whole. Along with the crazy amount of coin, some scrolls came out that Raja, Cricket, and Jubilee all worked on to figure out what they were. and Raja noticed one of the scrolls had the language of the fire plane on it, and he kind of became clammy, especially since he noticed that, hey, I just escaped from there. Cricket built a sled for the chest, so Vangelis dragging a chest on a sled through the swamp for like 2 days as they headed to Northern Lights. About halfway through to Northern Lights, as Cricket was reading the Journal of Malachi, she found out why he went to the swamp and noticed that it was originally a forest, turned to swamp, and a genie said, hey, if you can find this Phoenix Talon, I will grant you access to the Plane of Fire as you wish. And that caused some craziness with Malachi when he was younger. And finally, we got to the night right before reaching Northern Lights. Took turns taking watch. Everyone did really good except for Vangelord. My dice failed me and hated me. Had a pack of dogs come around, like circling our encampment. We tried coaxing him away. Cricket tried talking to him. Did not work, so eventually we ended up fighting him, and there was some that had some nasty hits on us. After everyone was awake, we looked for the Phoenix Talon for a little bit using the tuning fork that we had found. Weren't able to find it, so we were like, hey, let's get back to Northern Lights. We need supplies. We need to repair. We need to do something. So we ended session as we were approaching the large city Northern Lights. We hadn't quite entered into it yet, but we could see it. I'm not sure how far away we were. So, there.
And dogs, they were and were not. They were, you guys remember?
Like were-dogs.
Like a deformed, twisted.
Mm-hmm.
They had pustules that like exploded.
I blocked
They
that
were
out of my
nasty.
memory.
Oh yeah, they were
Bad memories,
nasty,
Dad.
twisted, and deformed for sure. And yes, so you are approaching Northern Lights. You can see early morning, the sun is starting to rise, but there's still a bit of a casting of the morning shadows, dew on the grass, as you're, a half mile or so, a brisk walk away, not too far from the city itself. And you see that this city is large enough that it does have walls around it, right? So you're fairly positive.
It's a stronghold.
Yep, and fairly positive the population is above 500,000, above 5,000 people. Knowing that Wood's Edge was about 10,000, right? So Wood's Edge is a very large city, but this is a stronghold. So it does have walls and a population, guessing from where you're standing at a high point, 500 to 7,500 people. It's a large city. It's for its time. It's still a large city, just not as big as Wood's Edge.
As we draw close, one of the things I want to look for is there like a, almost like a messenger, like a caravan, because I want to send a message, see if I can find a new one that's going to Wood's Edge, and I want to pay them to bring back my 2 horses and my cart, unless I can find some here.
Do a history check.
Okay. That dice is going to jail. I rolled a 6.
Okay. From where you're at, you do see a main road that's leading in to at least one of the gates. Oftentimes, you guys know that strongholds will have at least 2 gates. You do see that there's a road going in, but you don't see any caravans on it.
When we get to town, I'm gonna look for a shopkeeper somewhere that may have like a messenger, or I may just buy new horses.
Anything else that the rest of you are doing on this walk to the city?
I have a clarifying question.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have that fight on this day? Like, was that this morning, or did we have an
It
extra
was this
day?
morning. Nope, it was this morning. It was right after the long rest.
Okay. And there
Um,
was no other date. No, I thought that Rory said that there was like a couple of other days that went on eventfully in between. Guess what I'm wondering is, did I sleep in between those or not?
So it was a 2-day or 2.5-day journey to the city, and the fight took place at the tail end of the last long rest.
Okay.
Great.
Anything else anyone else is doing on the way, or anything that you're doing on the way, Cricket?
Well, yeah. If this is like our, You see, Cricket is still. I don't remember what injuries I sustained, but I definitely am very injured. So, probably from fighting the dogs. So along the way, you just see Cricket kind of trying to patch herself up a little bit, and I'll go ahead and cast. Yeah, I cast a lot of spells. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself as well. Man, those dogs really messed us up.
Yeah. As she says that, I kind of pound on my arm. I'm like, yeah, this is still really messed up. I need to find a blacksmith too.
We really need to figure out somewhere to stay as well once we get here. I know. Do we still have the were-rats with us, right?
Mm-hmm. You have the 4
Yeah.
were-rats with you, as well as Daniel.
Oh, Daniel. I forgot about him too.
Oh, I forgot about Daniel. Listen, no.
Well, maybe I'm gonna look at Cedric. Cedric, did you say that your place was in the Northern Lights or somewhere outside the city here, or
Oh
what's your
no!
point?
It's well, it was 20 years ago inside Northern Lights. I don't know the condition, or if someone else is in it now, or what it currently is. But no, it was in. Yeah, it was inside the walls.
Are you planning to head straight there?
Well, I mean, it would be nice. Actually, the gate that we're looking at is one of a few different gates, and he thinks, I do believe that gate is actually really close to where it was located.
Well, maybe we should accompany you there. Well, one, just to make sure y'all end up where you need to be safely.
Mm-hmm.
And then perhaps we can kind of use that as a resting place.
I mean, if
while we
it's
get our
available,
bearings
you're welcome to stay.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, we'll see what state it's in for sure.
Well, it's in Northern Lights is where it's at.
No, I mean the state, the condition it's in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Well, let's head there.
Anything else the rest of you are doing on the way there?
I'm counting my lack of money.
All right.
Your lack of money? Did you lose it in a fight?
I'm pretty sure I'm like broke. Let's find out together.
We just got a ton of
Oh, I
money.
forgot. We got so much
Yeah,
money.
I was like, how are we broke? We haven't been able to do anywhere. We can-
Never mind. Never mind. I have 788 gold right now.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna say.
Never mind.
Never had it to begin with. No.
That's why you're counting it. You're like, wow, this is so much.
I have so much money.
Exactly.
Make it hail. No.
That's not rain. Okay. So as you get closer and closer, you see that there are 2 guards standing at the gate there. Just standing there patrolling. Nothing out of the normal. It's very standard for any city, especially a stronghold. You guys would already know this. That of course they're gonna have some guards in place. Hold. Who goes there?
Well, you can see us, so you're asking who goes there, but you're looking right at us.
Yes, I mean, what are you doing here? What's your business here? Why are you here?
We're hoping to restock some supplies, get some armor fixed. We've recently came out of a, I don't
You're
even
quiet,
know,
Tom.
Templar. Is this better? Do I need to?
Barely.
Barely.
It's still pretty quiet.
But we just came from Woods Edge, and we've had a few days of fighting, and I kind of need to fix our gear.
So y'all travelers,
Yeah.
That would be a good way of putting it.
and all of them, and he points at the other 5 people. All
saved
10 of you
them.
are Oh,
Yes, they're with me.
you saved
We're a
them.
group.
You see the other one? You saved them, huh? How'd you save these people? You saved them from what? Like,
Besides the crazy looking dog things that had all of these gross pus filled boils on them that were exploding on us because we saved them from those, and then also a giant snake and a burning dungeon, and you're looking at me like you don't believe me at all, but I promise it really happened.
I mean, I did in the beginning. There have been a large sighting of absurd creatures. But the rest of it, I don't know. I don't know.
We've had an interesting like a week, guys. It was when we left.
It feels
Yeah,
like
maybe.
both 2 days and one whole lifetime.
I think that it's been a couple of weeks because we
Yeah.
had some time in the swamp before. Remember with the lizard folk?
Yeah, it's been
Swamp.
it's been a rough couple
What
weeks.
swamp do you guys come from? Why? I don't know if I should
Teleportation
let any of you in here.
Just
It was
because we went to a
relatively
swamp?
Woods
Yeah,
Edge.
what? Why is it illegal to go to visit a swamp?
Can I try to roll persuasion on him
How are you
to
persuading him?
explain because there's the way he questioned it, there's probably no swamps around here. But everything we did in order to move was kind of based on teleportation.
Hmm.
So like we got to the swamp through teleportation circle,
Okay.
and then the dungeon was through teleportation or transport of some sort.
Is that what you're
then-
explaining them, or what are you explaining?
I'm gonna explain that we were teleported into the swamp, and then went through this dungeon, which was also through a means of transportation, and then we've been walking the last couple days to get here.
Okay, go ahead and roll your persuasion.
Uh, 15, 22, 22.
Look at each other. Look, I know that there's a lot of crazy things out there. This is a stronghold, of course. There's just been some weird stuff going on here as well, okay? From these weird, I don't even know how to explain these creatures that have been getting reported, to other stuff, okay? So,
Can I hear what he's saying? With
oh,
the
he's not
creatures?
whispering.
I was like, do they look like giant spiders, multiple legs, kind of wrapping their bodies around people? What type of creatures?
No, not that one yet. But the dog thing that you explained, very similar to that, and just some other. Man, one of them, and you get him distracted. He was already, the floating head of Raja. We can only see your head in the camera, Sky. It's kind of hilarious. Like the rest of your body disappeared. He was already being persuaded by Raja, right? he was leaning on that side of, look, there's 10 of you. Just stay quiet, okay? Like, stay to the outskirts. So, I don't know. There's been some uproar in the stronghold. And then he turns over to Vantalord, and no, the dog one. There was like a strange, messed up elephant at one point. There was just some weird sightings. Okay, we're not sure what's going on, and some people on the inside are nervous about that. There's been some people. A particular person, he wears a red robe, like a very fancy coat. I've never seen someone like him around here before. I haven't seen these spider things you're talking about, okay? So just as long as the 10 of
Wait,
you...
you're worried about a guy in a red coat?
He's just asking some funky questions. He's looking
Like
for
what?
some strange artifact, and I don't know. Just kind of a creepy guy. And he's really fancy. He's got like this very clean beard and this red coat and a very
Is
long
anyone
red
else
coat.
really concerned right now?
And
Did they mention his name at all?
no,
Oh no!
he just got here yesterday, I think it was.
Except that Jubilee doesn't know.
I don't know who that is, but like Jubilee doesn't know who that is, but I know.
I
who
know.
that is.
I know.
And there's just been some strange people. There was an orc that arrived here probably 2 days ago. There
Was it a female orc?
Well, I mean, they're not uncommon to the area. This one was strange, but we have orcs come in and out.
Did she
It's-
have red hair? Didn't she have red hair? Am I making that up?
As Zahara.
she caused a bit of a rustle. You know, most orcs when they come here, most people in general when they come here, they know that the hand of the theocracy will come down on them, of the Pale Empire will come down on them.
Wait,
But
the what?
some of them,
The what? Can you say
like
that again?
the Empire, right? The military here will come down on them. So most people they don't cause a problem. Our taverns are even pretty decent. But there's been a couple over the last few days that have really caused a bit of a uproar. So
Did any of them say where they were coming from? It's all been such a similar time frame of them showing up.
did you say that where you're coming from? You said a
I told you
swamp.
it just came from Wood's Edge.
You came
What?
here from Wood's Edge.
Yes.
Well, I guess that
Yes.
makes sense with what Raja said, or what that guy said with the hair.
I also realize I have that cloak on still.
The what?
Ignatius cloak.
Mm.
I was gonna try to
Oh,
identify the guy
yeah.
with that, but then I realized I have it on actually, so he wouldn't be wearing it.
So as he's saying this, I look at him and go, you mentioned a tavern.
Yeah, there's a tavern here, but wait, you said, oh man, I can't believe I'm entertaining this. You teleported here from Wood's Edge, more or less, a little bit of travel on foot. That is like hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I'm not even from this dimension, so.
Like he just puts
It's
his
not that
hand on his head when
unbelievable.
Raja says that, and he looks at the other guard and says, "I don't look. Stay quiet.
Oh,
I don't
guess
even
I'm not
know."
getting my horses back.
Like he is just his mind is completely blown by everything being said.
Real quick, you mentioned that there's like a military that kind of rules this area.
Yeah, we're a
Is there-
stronghold. That's kind of what we are.
Right. Is there like anyone who's in charge here, or is there anyone we should keep an eye on? You know, insider scoop you can give us since you're a local.
As he says that, I pull out 5 silver and I go, so, any information that could be helpful so that way we stay out of trouble?
You see him take his stance back a little bit with. So
We don't want to.
So what I'm
trouble. We're
hearing
looking at how to stay
is
out
you
of
want
it.
to know how our organization works, and you want to bribe us with money for information.
I just wanted to know if there was anybody that in the town that we should keep a lookout for, that or we should be worried of.
You should perhaps not mingle with these individuals and stay to the edges. Like, and he says stays to the edges, but it's more like don't cause a problem, like stay to the edges. He's not literally saying stay to the edges as much as he's subvertly saying don't be a problem for us.
We don't want to be a problem, but as you did mention the tavern, I'm hungry and I'm thirsty.
Yes.
Can I give you 5 silver to give me that information? I've never been to Northern Lights, and I don't feel like getting lost in this big town.
I mean, if you just head in, it's not going to be hard to find. You should get to know the area you're in, so...
Lord, just keep your money. Let's
I don't need your silver. And he almost says it in a condescending way. Like they're well sustained. Like,
fine. If you don't need our silver, then you also don't need our platinum. Rude.
Again, that look of
Not
just
everybody
disbelief,
cares
as
about
if you
money as
even
much
have
as you,
that.
Vampire, I think, maybe.
Sometimes, hey, one of the things that my dad always said is sometimes the best way to get information is through a little bit of payment. Especially, working for a king, he had to do spy work.
Look, the place is called Frostfire Hearth. Okay, if you just head in, it's not going to be hard to find.
Awesome.
And Cedric speaks up. Oh, that's still around here. Oh, that was a good establishment back in the day.
Oh yeah, by the way, this fellow we're traveling with, he used to have an estate here, and is hoping that it's still intact. Any idea if there's like issues? Is there like a property management organization we should take it up with? If not,
I would recommend going to the place to see if it's still standing.
well, obviously we're
And to
gonna
see
do
if it's
that.
still occupied. And
What's
again,
the
that
guy's name?
arrogance just comes over. Like, what's
The
that?
rat guy's name. What's the rat guy's name? Because Cedric sounds like he's old.
Cedric is
Cedric
the
is
one of
the
the
rat
old
guy.
rats.
Oh, I thought he was the other guard.
Mm-mm.
No,
Cedric's
Cedric
one
is
of the
our
were
friend.
rats. He's the one that was able to identify. He's the old were rat that was able to identify items.
Okay.
Well, you've been real helpful.
And real sassy.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to not be sarcastic.
It happens, okay? Like, just
Are you having a bad day? Or that's just your face?
I turned to Jubilee like that's even more than my typical snarkiness.
we also have free actually and he points to you, Jubilee. I forgot. There actually is a place to stay here. The tavern, it runs a couple silver per night. There's actually a place that we can accommodate for you that's absolutely free.
Is it the jail?
What's that?
It's got walls, windows, floors. It's perfect for you.
It's got bars over it too, probably.
Oh, plenty of bars, but no drinks.
No,
So,
then that
if you'd
Chamberlain
like, I could
Stark
escort you
was
to
going
that
get me in
tavern.
trouble. I could. Let me not.
No, thank you, good sir.
No thanks? No? You sure? Anyone want to take up on visiting that tavern? Or
Maybe
should I
we
just
should
not?
go
It
visit
sounds like you all are
sometime.
going to be a trouble for me.
I'm not gonna be no trouble.
I don't know.
Raj is just gonna walk past him. He already
At
said
this
we
point-
could go in.
Yeah. Guys, if you need me, I need to go get a few drinks.
Is everyone else going in? Jubilee, are you continuing your sass?
Well, if you need me to tell you a joke later, just let me know and you can come find me. Okay, bye.
I'm gonna take out 10 silver really quick as we're walking by the garden, just hand it to him and say, "This is for you and your friend to have a drink, to
Oh my gosh.
enjoy your evening."
Well,
Suck
whatever
up.
your money is worth is whatever, but a couple drinks, I can. You look like the tavern kind of guy yourself. Hey, we actually.
Rihu said, thanks for dealing with our sass. Please don't bring us to jail.
If
Yep.
They were a really rude welcoming party. We were just trying to ask them for information to a new town, and they started the sass.
as he takes the gold from you, he goes, "You do look like a bit of a rough individual. We do have a sparring area in the tavern if you'd like it."
Oh, you don't say.
So, you seem decent. Hope you all
Could you-
stay out of trouble.
Could you point me in the general direction of that tavern?
But yeah, it looks like your other friend there is heading in the same way. It's the Frostfire.
I'm following my
Hearth.
nose.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My
Thank
favorite
you, good
thing
sir.
about taverns.
So you all head in after exchanging some banter and sass with the guards. As you head in, you see in front of you it looks like all roads lead to the center of this stronghold, and then you have roads off to either side. At this point, Cedric has a little bit of a recollection of the place. The place hasn't overly changed in the last 20 years or so. He says, "Oh, actually, I believe it's down here and to the left."
What? Wait, Cedric, are you taking us to the tavern or to your house?
Oh, fair question. I guess I meant to my estate.
Yeah, I think we should check that first to see if it's even here, because we could potentially, if we need to get more information about it, if there's people there or something, we might want to go to the tavern for that anyway. I think first and foremost, we need to know if that house is still there.
That would be nice. I mean, if it's not too much of a hassle. I know Vantalord is quite hungry at this point, and I never do like to see a dwarf hungry.
A cricket makes sense. And I just reluctantly like scoff and turn. I'm like, after you. But after
Alright.
this, I'm getting food.
For sure. Yes, that's
I'm
understandable.
just gonna toss Vantalord a ration. Here you go. So
You know what I
don't
meant
get
when I said
so you don't get too hangry.
you haven't seen hangry yet.
I'm gonna
You won't
mutter
like me
behind
when
and
I'm
just
hangry.
go. Yes. How dare she make sense?
You work your way down, and you're almost all the way to the corner of this of the stronghold, just following the edge of this place. And you do see this building, and Cedric says, "Oh, it's still standing. It's still here. It's not just standing. There's no." And you see a bit of liveliness come to him. There are no holes or anything. The building is actually decently large. It's probably on the medium size of the buildings here. A lot of them are smaller. Some of them are clearly more barracks type buildings for the guards, which makes up a large population of the people here. And then also some other individuals that live in the area. So it is a 2-story building of substantial size.
This is a really nice looking house, Cedric.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, I guess you should be the one to do the honors, check the front door.
Oh, I suppose that would be a thing to do, huh? Okay, well, I guess here it goes. And he goes and he goes to touch the front door, and you can just see the anticipation and excitement, and the handle turns. It doesn't appear to be locked in any fashion. The door opens, and there's a smell of old, musky air that just you smell dust, you smell staleness, some humidity or dampness. It just has this old, unused smell to it.
What's the state of things inside? What's it look like?
Yeah. So on the inside, it's very dim. There's no lights lit. None of the no candles, no sconces, nothing's lit. Everything is extremely dusty. You can definitely tell that there's been some areas where water has made its way in over the seasons, and so there is some clear damage that's done, but nothing extensively structurally wrong with it. A couple windows are broken, but overall, majority of them are still intact. There's some of them that just had wood doors to begin with, and they're just a stone archway. And you're in the main entrance area, which is not extremely grandiose, but it is a large. I forget the name of it, but it's a large entry, and there's a door on each side, and then a staircase that goes up.
With how much dust there is in the house, is there any like disturbed dust on the floor?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
19.
19. Looking and taking a pretty close look, and you even walk forward and as you're looking, and the dust seems undisturbed. You could probably guess that for sure over the last couple months it hasn't been. Even looking at some other areas, some higher areas with that kind of roll, the dust seems to be pretty equivalent, right? But you're not measuring precisely. But it all seems to be relatively undisturbed. A breeze might have come in or this or that, but
yeah,
you get the understanding that
20 years of dust. It's
yeah. Cedric,
well,
go ahead.
I'll ask him if I can go check out upstairs.
Yeah, feel free. Over now, I doubt there's anything left, and probably shouldn't touch it if there is. But to the right over there, that's the kitchen and dining room, and over to the left, that's the library. Let's see. Now up, you guys saw the courtyard out front. There's a garden out back. Upstairs, there should be 3 bedrooms. So Raja, if you could check those, I am kind of worried that something might be here. But yeah, go ahead if you'd like.
Yeah, and then I'll just be careful on every step so I don't just fall through.
And as you're walking, you see, even as you saw with the outside, most of this building is actually made of stone. There is some woodwork, but the stairs are all carved stone. It looks like this. It stayed standing for a reason, being that it is mostly stone, but definitely not cheap either. Whatever his past is, it's not the commoner.
Oh, okay. Then I won't go steps.
What about the rest of you? What is everyone else doing?
Cricket, it goes into like worker mode, and she's like opening shutters of windows, like nothing a little bit of like, just putting their back into it that we can't fix this thing up. And like she's just whatever the main floor, this like big open main floor like room or whatever that they're in, she's starting to like, if there's like covers on things, like basically imagine, she's just like, all right, well, ship shop, let's go, we gotta get this thing in place. So yeah, she's just gonna start trying to clean whatever she can in this area, or like put things back to normal. If there's old stuff, pull it down, that kind of thing.
Jubilee is going to search whatever may be the creepiest looking area in the house.
Okay.
So I'll go upstairs also. I'm gonna do a quick listen for like any creaking, or if there's anyone around potentially that's not supposed to be here. I'll check under the beds. I want to open all the drawers upstairs.
I'm just tired, so I'm probably just gonna kind of walk in and wait in the corner, kind of sit down, lean against the wall.
Okay.
Rihu, Cricket sees you sitting against the wall. No time for sitting and standing. Can you help me move this old couch here that needs to be moved?
You just tell him, if you have time to lean, you have time to clean.
Yes, exactly.
I will begrudgingly get up and help.
Listen, anybody who knows any farm or anything related people, like, you do not rest. There's like, we got work and chores to do.
It's one of those moments that it's as soon as you sit down. It's not before you sit down. It's after you sit down. You get told this.
Exactly.
That's how my dog functions. The second I sit down on the couch, that's when he wants to go outside.
Yep.
I'm so glad I have you in my ears and not on my speakers, otherwise my dogs would have gone nuts. I
Yeah,
go up to
mine
Cedric.
opened his eyes. He's looking at me like, you're talking about me, aren't you?
I go up to Cedric and I'm like, I'm assuming we have the ability to stay here while we're in town. I don't want to impose.
By all means, yes. All of us are quite indebted to you. You got us out of there, so by
That's
all
also
means,
your
if you
house,
can.
so.
What's that?
It was your house, and I just didn't want to impose. I know Cricket's in cricket mode.
Yes. She seems to be hopping around quite a bit.
Yeah. Maybe I'm gonna do this. I wonder if I'm guessing there's probably not much for cloth around here to do some dusting or some cleaning. And I really don't feel like getting my clothes filled with dust.
And I don't think I have prestidigitation.
What?
I do not.
Yeah, that's so true. Cricket has mending as a cantrip, so she's for sure casting that on everything. any little broken thing, mending.
Your situation is mending. No.
I mean, there's some. I don't know if any kind of animals or anything got to them, but I mean, if you want to grab them, Vantalord, out of the kitchen and dining room over to the right, there's probably some towels or cloth of some sort over there. If there's anything left, you and Cricket and Rihu could definitely use that. And well, there goes Raja and Jubilee upstairs. So, and are you guys stealthing up or just walking?
I'm just walking around. There is no stealth to me. We all
Walking,
know this.
yeah.
Yeah. I will be sneaky.
Sneaky? Okay. So Raja, you're walking up the stairs, and Jubilee, you're following him a bit more quieter. Raja's naturally quite quiet, but you are definitely trying to be quiet. So go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Right. My stealth is... Where's my stealth?
Oh man, I'm +0. I'm not sneaky.
No? What'd you get?
A 3.
All right. Well, thankfully they are stone steps, so that helps out quite a bit. You and Raja begin heading up the stairs, and they're nice. They're not. That's not the like the wide narrowing. They're just stone stairs. But you get to the top, and then it's almost a balcony type of look. It doesn't wrap all the way around, but it definitely wraps a little bit. Halfway, so in front of you and then halfway back. It doesn't fully wrap around that area. And slightly offset from the stairs is one door. Over to the left with the slight wrap, there's a door, and over to the right with the slight wrap, there's another door over there. So these are supposedly the 3 bedrooms that are up here.
I'm going to go to the furthest bedroom.
Okay.
I'll just go to the closest one then.
Okay. Raja, you enter the one or you come to the door of the one by the stairs. Jubilee, let's say you then go to the right. You guys just walk in, or like, what are you guys doing? What's your goal? What's your objective?
I'm going to knock first.
I'm just walking in.
Okay.
I'll knock, and then I'm just gonna try to open it.
Okay. Raja, you open the door, and the door creaks, squeaks. The hinges, by all means, have no oil on them for many years. And as you open it, you can hear the hinges squeak. Now you enter in, and the room itself is pretty barren. You smell that same musky smell. It definitely looks like over the years there have been various different animals that have made their residence here. Different rodents, most likely. There's some of the bedding that's ripped up. You can definitely see some bedding that was brought in from different animals, whether they be small rodents or birds or other flying creatures. Definitely look like they've made their habitat here. You do see some other basic furnishings that are here as well. Jubilee, you knock. You hear nothing. You open the door, you hear the squeak as well. These hinges, again, not oiled in many years. And when you enter in, similarly, the smell is this same kind of abandoned smell. When you walk in, it feels abnormally colder in this room.
Oh no. It's haunted.
Causing a little bit of a chill. It is in the fall time currently, but it's a bit cooler than outside. It is a bit abnormally cold.
Is it cold enough to see my breath?
You check, and you don't quite see your breath.
Okay. If I walk around the room, is it colder in certain parts of the room than it is in other parts?
So you walk around, there's a bed and a dresser, and as you approach the bed area, you see, again, similar signs like rodents or other creatures have made their bedding here at some point. And you see some of the droppings or whatnot that have dried over the years. You see a lump under the covers.
Okay. I'm going to take something that's not my hand and poke it. I just have to see what I have in my inventory.
As you get closer to it, and as you're checking your pack, you do feel a cooler and cooler feel as you approach this area.
Okay. I am going to take my short sword and not just stab. Like, I'll even hold it by the tip of the blade. I just want to like poke whatever's in the bed.
All right. You poke and nothing happens.
Uh-oh. Okay. All right. I will pull back the blanket then.
Okay.
And then step back really fast.
You eerily, you gingerly just grab the edges of the sheet and you start to pull it back.
You know, like when you hold something like you're grossed out by it, like one of these.
You pull it back and you start to see this ragged braided type of hair. You pull it back slowly. And you're not sure, and as you pull it back,
I hate this. I hate this right now.
that chill sets into your bones, and there's a little ragdoll under the sheets.
What? Oh, okay. What's it look like?
It has this braided, dusty, decrepit, braided dark hair, black hair. It looks like it was sewn together, very common kind of craftsmanship for a commoner, that it would be just this sewn together needle thread type of work. The arms and legs are not even. Right, one's short, one's long. Like it's not measured out by any means. The face is embroidered very simplistically, but the threading shows, and it's like the threading is jagged. This is not professionally done. Like You can see the threads. It's jagged. It's not smooth. It has little buttons for eyes.
I'm gonna pick it up.
You pick it up, and you feel this breeze through the window. Just this cool, and the door slam shut.
Is it audibly slam shut or is it just close?
Yeah, like someone shutting the door hard. Everyone can hear it throughout their house.
I'm running up the stairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that's not very nice. You're haunted, aren't you? That's okay. We can still be friends. Just don't lock me in here. I want to take you with me. I think you're pretty cute.
Vantalord, Raja, you both run over. The cleaner
Well, I was
and
downstairs,
her.
so I'm running
Yep.
upstairs.
Yep, Cricket and Rihu, you're there dusting. As you hear this, Vantalord, you hear him take off upstairs. Raja silently hops over there. You guys open the door.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna
Door opens up. You head up there too, Rihu.
Yeah, I'm gonna head up there.
Okay. Cricket, are you
The
staying
door
or are you
opens
going?
And you all
I'm
literally just see
staying.
Jubilee cradling
A
this
door
doll.
closed. Who cares? I'm focused.
Right. You're like, gotta make this shine.
Yeah.
And
I have time
yeah.
to clean. I have time
Nobody
to clean.
screamed or anything, right? It's just a door closed.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Slammed. Why would the door slam?
Oh,
That's what's going through my head.
So you guys all run over
Jubilee
there.
and Raja got into a fight. I don't know.
You guys all run over.
My room.
You run over there. You open the door and you just see Jubilee. Jubilee, you can explain this, but you're just holding the doll. Like there's nothing happening.
Yeah, no, I'm literally standing there, like, with the doll up against me, holding, like, its little creepy, matted head.
And I look at it. I go, "Yup, nope, mm-mm."
I'll just close the door again.
I ain't having this today.
That is
I'm
the
just kinda-
appropriate response.
Raja said,
Slowly
"I'm not
close the
dealing with
door.
this."
Like, okay, you can stay in there.
Yeah, we're fine in here. It's just a little chilly. Isn't she cute?
She's talking to a wall right now.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Everyone's heart pounds for a second. You look in and see this and just never mind.
Yep.
You guys keep looking through and really, any kind of clay plates, cups, or anything that was there, those are a bit broken. Again, it looks like rodents had made their home in this building. So you see that throughout each of these bedrooms. You see that in the kitchen, dining room. You see a little bit of that in the library as well if you go in there. Jubilee or Cricket as you're cleaning throughout these areas.
I'm going back down to clean. I'm like, I'm gonna clean and then I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna clean and then I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna clean. Oh, Jubilee's going to grab a prop.
I'm a
I'm s-
little intrigued about that one.
I'm gonna guess
You're-
that Taylor has a similar looking doll that she's gonna hold as a prop now.
You're intrigued. I'm concerned.
Nobody knows me better than Rory. I literally have this in the other room. It just doesn't have any hair.
Here we go again.
Why?
All right, Cedric and the other were rats. They start to help also with the cleaning. They're not just standing around, but they're helping with the tidying up and cleaning up the place.
Can I come out of this room and ask Cedric if he knows where it came from?
What the doll?
The doll.
Yeah, I mean you can do what you want. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's my character. I'll do what I want.
I mean, let's see here. I don't remember right offhand. Sometimes I would have guests here, people that would stay for a portion of time. They, it was you could hopefully tell that this wasn't just a commonplace. So, different people that would be a guest to the stronghold. There's a few estates like this, and they would stay. That's why there was multiple rooms. A bit of think of it like a bit of a step up from the taverns. And I've been gone for 20 years, so I mean, I don't know. I don't recognize it. It's kind of creepy.
Well, a little weird because around it, it's like really cold. It's not like it hasn't done anything. I think it's really cute, but everyone else seems to be a little bit disturbed. But I like her.
Are they?
Is it still cold now that she left the room? Or was
I mean, like it's cool. There's a window directly open to the air, right? There is a breeze that you guys all feel coming through that window. So there's still that. It is still a bit chilly, Roger.
But we're downstairs now, right? Talking to Cedric.
Right.
Can I go back up to the bedroom and like search under the bed and if there's like nightstands, check the drawers and things?
Yep. And assumingly you guys collectively and Cedric do that throughout the whole house, and there's nothing of any kind of value or significance that's found.
Well, the good news is, Cedric, it seems like your property was pretty much left untouched here. So once we get this cleaned up, I feel like it's going to be perfectly usable. I was a little bit worried, to be honest, that maybe somebody else had sort of moved in and taken over since it's been a while.
Yeah, same. I didn't even know if it'd still be here. I mean, I didn't know if the stronghold was still in place.
Yeah. What did you do for a job, by the way?
I guess the best comparison would be although not quite right, but a nobleman. I helped with the structure and organization of the place.
Well, I wonder if there's any of your old acquaintances or anything that are still left in here. Also, I feel like maybe we asked you this, but I don't remember. But how did you end up there? Like,
Where?
how did all y'all end up at the Druid clan dungeon?
I mean, I know I'm old and my memory is shot, but yes, you did. We were taken. The druid, I guess, that still was there. A few people took us from different areas. I came from this area, and some of the others, they came from other areas, but we're all basically taken.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some people here that are happy to see you back then.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, my secret's safe with you guys, right? Because I don't know if that would be safe here.
Oh,
And he
right.
references to all four of them.
Wait, what do you mean?
You know,
The fact that they're now were-rats and not.
Oh, that. Oh,
fully
yeah,
human.
for sure.
yeah. I mean, when we first established the stronghold, the theocracy of the Pale Empire is what is, that government is what puts the strongholds and the militaries in place, and they purposely placed us up against the mountain range because, I mean, what better natural protection than the mountain range? And north of us, I don't know if you guys are from the area, but north of us is the. Is it north? Is it south? He kind of orientates himself a bit. But there's the troll ferns are not far from us. Whichever direction they're in. It's been so long since I've actually looked at a map, but there's always dangers out there. Like you heard the guards, some weird animals, I guess, now.
Did you have any family?
No, it was me. I pretty much was able to travel and go where the Empire needed me.
Well, it sounds
Other
like
questions?
no. I mean that's good. I don't want to pester you with too many questions. I was just kind of curious, now that you're back in your home.
Yeah, perhaps I'll be able to, like you said, reconnect with some individuals, and perhaps that will be a good thing.
Would any of these individuals happen to be dead? Oh wait, I'm upstairs in the bedroom, aren't I?
No, I think you came down with your doll, didn't you?
I did, but I went back up to keep looking for weird stuff.
Oh.
You can, if you're down, I mean, you can be where. I mean, it's a fairly open floor plan from floor to ceiling, so even if you
Jubilee's
shouted
very
over the
You
He
just
balcony.
yells down the stairs.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know if
Are you
anybody
dead?
died in here?
I've been gone for a while. Based on the things we cleaned up, I would imagine that at least some animals died in there. But
No,
people,
it's just really cold in this one room and nowhere else. That's usually like a ghost thing.
I guess I don't really know. You kind of are weird to me to begin with, so
Thank you.
Yeah, not too sure.
I just want to ask, do you have experience with ghost things, Jubilee?
Oh, I read that somewhere.
Well, I feel like Jubilee's probably the closest thing to a
I
ghost
kind of am
communicator.
like part ghost.
Now I was gonna say, now you this whole like ferrying of souls you were telling us about the other day. I mean, that's like as close to
I am the keeper and the transferer of the souls.
Maybe
I
they
can
go-
transport them to the other side.
maybe they all the maybe this doll has a soul that you just need to transport.
Yeah, so
I'm just making
gonna
that up. I'm like,
go to my library now and see what's left over there.
Cedric said, "Please get me out of here."
As Cedric says that, like, before you go,
Yeah.
which way's the blacksmith?
Town. Well, town.
Yeah.
The center. A lot of the merchants are
Okay.
the tavern. That's more towards the square, right? All the roads lead to the center of the town, so or center of the stronghold.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Guys, I'm going to the blacksmith. I have to repair armor. I don't feel like if we get another big battle, I'm probably gonna be squishy.
Okay, I'm gonna you have fun over there. I'm gonna see if I can poke a soul out of this doll.
And if I don't come back in about 4 hours, look in the tavern.
I'm eating jerky and drinking mead.
That's about right.
What
Okay,
about
okay.
what about the rest of you?
I want to put the doll on the bed that I found it in.
Okay.
Would the blacksmith have armor to buy, or would that be more of like an armor type place?
Very potentially a blacksmith would have armors.
Okay, because I want to go there and then to like a regular just a shop.
Okay. So you're wanting to head out with Vantalord?
Yeah, I
Okay.
will. Because I can wear better armor now.
Nice.
Very nice.
What about Cricket and Rihu?
I think Cricket would probably stay if this is gonna be their like new home base. Then I think she's just gonna do like spend time here trying to fix it up and make it so that it's like in good condition and stuff like that.
I see the value in that as well, so I will help Cricket with the setup / cleaning.
All right. Well, as everyone stays there, Jubilee, you're up at the bed. The other
Playing
two
with
of
her
you-
doll.
I wanna sit with it and I wanna talk to it.
Okay. Is there
Lily's just
anything?
in a corner, but it's sitting and playing with her doll, and it's just like, I'm gonna pretend that's not happening now.
As they're heading out and they're walking, is there anything in specific that you're doing? One second.
That's where it tells me all my proficiency.
Either look here or up there. Is there anything particular that you're doing or with the doll, any kind of ritual, or are you literally just kind of poking and playing with it?
Let me see. Do I have anything weird that I can do?
Everything
this
you
thing?
have is weird.
I was just gonna say that.
Okay. So I don't. Okay. First I want to detect magic.
Okay. Not magical.
Oh. So nothing in the room is magical.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. I am going to.
Crazy.
Well, yeah. I'm going to put my hand on the doll and cast Spare the Dying and see if it does anything.
Will you read Spare the Dying?
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points and it becomes stable.
Does it work for mentality as well?
Okay.
Sorry.
I mean, so you cast it, but it's not a living creature, so
Okay,
nothing happens.
okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's a cantrip anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick it up again. Do you want? Because I think we're gonna be friends now. What do you want your name to be? I don't know. It'll probably come to me while we travel together. I'm gonna put it in my bag.
All right. You add that to your bag.
I know
I
what
don't
I want
even
to
say
name her.
that.
I'm going to name her Parton.
Parton.
Like Dolly Parton.
Yes, I immediately got that.
Okay.
I like that you're like, it'll come to me, and then 2 seconds later, you're like, just kidding, I know what it is.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
And that goes to the notes.
Raja and Vantalord, as you're walking, I mean, it's a little bit of a walk, but it's not, it's you guys know that this stronghold has some substantial size to it. You're about a half a mile away, about a 7-minute walk from the estate. As you are walking, you do begin to hear some chatter. You've walked by a couple people already at this point. So you definitely see the population here. As you round the corner and starting to come towards the center square of this place, you do start to hear this chaotic scene in the town square take place. It first starts out as a lively uproar of what sounds like just an uproar of people. And then suddenly it turns into heavy screams.
I start running. I say, if this is a military stronghold, that shouldn't be normal.
You guys start
I'm a
running
little
towards the
far
square
behind, but
or
I'm
away?
gonna try to catch up.
Towards the square.
Towards the square.
Yeah, I'm running towards the square.
Jubilee, were you going with
Wait,
them to
do
begin
we-
with? Because they're
I was
about
gonna say,
7
do we
minutes
hear
away.
that?
Oh, okay. Well, I was hanging out with my doll, so I didn't
Okay.
know if I could like hear them.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna walk out of the house holding the doll like by the hand,
Okay.
and then hear the screaming, and I'll just run with it.
So I would say at a half mile away and with buildings in the middle, you wouldn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just
mean, that's
gonna
a-
stroll
that's a-
around then.
Pretty long distance. If things spike up, there's a possibility that you might.
Okay.
As you guys, are you guys just running straight in, or what's your approach?
Oh, I'm running straight in. I want to figure out why people screamed, because again, coming up from a, caring for noblemen and kings and all this, in a stronghold, I would know that things like this shouldn't be common.
Right.
Yeah, I'm also want to run, but I don't want to just like run straight to the middle.
Okay.
Because let's say the entire town square is just a big fight.
Right. Okay. So Vantalord,
I'm all for it.
you'll
running
run
straight in.
deep into the mix. Raja, I will put you on over here, kind of hooking around this tent, being a little bit more crafty about your movements going in. I will get you right there. Vantalord, you are right here. Vantalord, from your vantage point, you see a lot of things happening. From your vantage point, when you run in, you see skeletons that are attacking people. Immediately, you also see at least 3 Satari.
Oh my gosh.
You see a very familiar orc up in the fountain area. And structurally, just something to be aware of because it's not in here, is coming from a couple of these buildings. There's this arch, right, that meets in the center. So there's these big stone arches that come from the 4 sides, right, from these pathways. So if that's making sense, these big stone arches, that just is a masterpiece of an architectural structure that unite above this fountain. Just so keep that in mind. And then roll a perception check.
Okay. I don't like this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see an individual wearing his red cloak, or his red coat, not cloak, but his red coat, a very pristine, very well presented, one that you recognize to be Morin Duke. Raja, from your vantage point, hooking around this corner.
So I see both Morin Duke and Jezebel.
Amat.
Oh, Amat, yeah.
I lost you. Okay. From your stance, you saw the skeletons as you took the turn around the tent, Raja. From where you're at, you do see one of the Satari. You also see a map.
How far away from me is Raja?
Unsure, because he took off around the tent. He's out of your sight.
I would like to just rush into the closest skeleton. And then maybe Vantalord could also see me from that point.
Before we take the next step, what are you doing, Raja? Vantalord. Vantalord.
I was hoping to see Raja, and I was going to yell at him to go get the others. And I was going to throw my awesome little dagger at Jezebel, but then you said you saw Morin Duke, and that now throws me in a loop.
So you know Raja's in the area. Yeah. You know he didn't take off. He took off into the square with you. You just can't tell exactly where he's at. But yes, you see Amat and Morin Duke.
Alright. I'm going to yell in the general direction of where I think Raja is. And I'm going to yell as loud as I utterly can, knowing that I'm probably going to get the attention of those 2 BBEGs. I'm going to yell as loud as I can, go get the others, quick.
All right, with both of you saying that, let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Am I also rolling because I am half a mile away?
No.
Okay.
Well, and Rory, I'm about to mess your cameras up, so I gotta jump.
Okay.
But enjoy the rest of your session.
I'll get
You'll
a
hop
blank
in?
one in for
Okay.
you, Rory.
Okay.
Rihu's just cleaning while this fight goes on.
It's a perfect place for me to be.
Exactly.
Take care. Raja, what'd you get for your roll?
I rolled a 7, by the way.
Okay.
Whoa, our setup looks crazy on Twitch right now.
Alright, Rory, I got
Yeah.
the
Are you
coming
in?
so yeah. Down to you.
Perfect.
And let me get this mute.
Okay.
All right. I'll fix you guys in a second. So distracting. You got a 7, Phantalord.
Yep.
Roger, what
I
did
got
you
a
get?
7.
What'd you get, Raja, for your initiative?
16.
16. Okay, Raja, you do hear Vantalord. You also have your initial thought of what you wanted to do. So knowing what you want to do, hearing Vantalord, what are you doing? You are first on the initiative order.
Question. Didn't we have sending stones?
Yes, let me figure out who has them.
I have one.
That is a wonderful question.
We do.
I have one in my
That'd save
inventory.
a half a mile run
Yeah.
there and back.
So the so open the underwater soaked pouches. I didn't know who has them, but I know Jubilee. I want to say Jubilee had one, but I don't know who had the other. I don't have it noted.
That is a pickle of a situation.
Somebody have one and tell me that there's a fight happening. Help.
We'll go like this. Make sure you guys note it. But there are 5 of you. Vantalord 1, Rihu 2, Cricket 3, Raja 4, Jubilee 5.
Well, I already have one.
I know. So bummer if you have them both.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, take notes of that. Make sure you keep track of
Okay,
that. Now roll the 5.
No.
Unless you have a note that says otherwise.
I'm looking right now.
Oops.
So in this moment, Raja, you quickly look, and in this moment, maybe you feel it in your pocket later, but in this moment, you don't feel it on you.
Oh yeah, I also don't write notes.
Yes, that's
So
what I'm
I wouldn't even
saying.
know. Well, where's my notebook?
I think Rory is saying that's the problem, though, Skylar.
Yes.
Like, we should have better notes.
I've got the note. It was Jubilee and me.
Okay.
Because I remember talking to her and I wrote it in my first person. I have the sending stone.
All right. So, Raja, you have that thought. You feel for it real quick. You don't find it. What are you doing?
I'm gonna attack the skeleton with my rapier.
All right. Let's see here.
Once my notes pay off.
Or your notes pay off quite often.
I am very frantically trying to go through my bag looking for the sending stone.
Okay, so Raja, from you to this skeleton is gonna be about 40 feet.
Oh, did I not move already?
No. You stated what you wanted to do. We rolled for initiative.
Okay.
So this one's about 40 feet. This one is about 50 feet going around the tent.
And where's Vantalord?
You're not sure. You can't see him.
Yep.
You know that you
Right,
hooked
right.
left and he went right.
Okay, then I would want to continue on to the left side.
Okay.
Because if me and Vantil would come together, then they'll all be focusing on us, like all
Okay.
coming at us. But hopefully, I could take out like the back people.
Okay. Are you wanting to stay hidden by the tents, or are you wanting to get out in front of them?
How far would it be? Okay, how do I explain this? For me to go left around that corner and then
This way.
yeah,
So your movement's 30 feet, right? So to get to the, I think it's 30, but yeah, check it. To get to the corner of this tent would be 30 feet.
yeah, it is.
Okay. And you can also
And
use
then
your
I'll-
dash.
Yeah, I was just gonna. And then I'll dash to the end of those tents. No, to the. But I think I'll go to the middle. Or can I go through the tents? Because they're not actual tents; they're just booths.
Booths, yep. This one is really congested with various different items. The shop sells just bigger, like meats and large portions like that, like hindquarters. This one over here
Then
actually
first-
has an opening behind it where the individual, you can tell, would go in.
Then first I'll go in between both of those tents,
Okay.
like to the end of that one.
Okay.
And then I want to see if whatever that thing is in front of the skeleton is that also an enemy.
So you make
Or
it
would
to
I not be able to see that?
yeah, you make it to this here corner, and you see that it's a human that's over here.
Then I will dash over to the human.
Okay.
But I want to stand like next to him.
So you,
Both be facing the skeleton, kind of.
yeah. So you just get beside them, and basically you're trying to cut off the skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I also have my shield and all that. My shield thingy.
Awesome. Okay. So you use your movement and your
speed, didn't we?
dash. Now dash is a bonus action for you.
Ah, yeah, I'm a rogue. I forgot about that. Well, then I'll just go up to the skeleton. I thought I couldn't reach it.
You might not actually be able to reach him. It's from here to here is 20. Oh yeah, you could. If you want to come around the front. Whether you
Yeah.
come around the back
Oh.
or come around the front.
Yeah, I'll do that because I thought I didn't have an action. But then I'll attack him with my rapier.
Okay. Go to roll to hit.
+3. Oh my goodness. 12?
12 just hits.
Oh, that's damage. That's my bad. 15.
15 damage?
Damage is +3.
Oh,
yeah.
15 to hit. Or
Yeah, 15 to hit.
okay,
I mixed up my damage bonus with my to hit bonus.
gotcha. So what is your damage?
So then my actual damage is a 2. So that's 3, so 6.
6. Okay. You see a couple, even though you're jabbing at it, as your rapier goes through, your hand connects, the hilt connects with some of the bones, as they seem to be quite frail. And a lot of the bones start to break apart.
Okay.
All right. That takes us then from Raja. Raja, you had a 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Vantalord had a 7. So that, my friends, will take us to a mat.
Oh, I have a quick question.
Yep. Shoot.
Would that XP that we got, whenever you sent it to me, was that before or after the long rest of last game?
It was from the long rest of last game. It would get added in.
So we add that in.
Yep. All right. So a mat is over here. she definitely sees and hears Vantalord charge in. And she has her Undead and her Satari. Where is it at? Right here. Vantalord, directly in front of you, you also see a Satari on another person.
Human? Or what,
Yep.
what
Yep.
race?
Yeah, human.
Okay.
She is going to take her action. Well, she's gonna command her Satari to attack. This one will attack this one. Let's see. 17. Nice. You see from your vantage point all the Satari run outwards. Unable to see where some of them go, just from your angle point. This platform where this fountain is about 5 feet up for the stairs. The platform is about 5 feet, and then there's the fountain on top of it. You continue to hear just these massive amount of screams from all around. From your vantage point, you do. This one's going to come down. To right there. Okay, not able to see all of them. You don't know the result of that. Raja, where you're standing at, you do see this Satari jump and leap as it flies by your face as it latches onto the person next to you. So that is that initial part, and then she will cast at this time she's not going to cast anything. She does pull out this wand. Oh, I guess that's what she'll cast. She'll pull out this wand as this almost shadowy cloak rolls over her body. Not making her invisible or anything, but you do see this kind of a shadow circle around her body. Vantalord, that takes us to you.
I am very, very quickly going through my pack, looking for that sending stone.
Okay.
I know that's going to take my entire action, and as soon as I find it, I'm literally going to yell in it as loud as I can. Guys, get to the center of town. Amat and Moranduk are here. And we are under attack. And I'm going to hold a defensive posture where I'm at.
Okay.
And you said that into the sending stone.
Yes.
Yep.
So it's like a phone call where you don't get the choice to decline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's basically coming out of the stone all the time.
Yep.
It's like a walkie-talkie.
So you hear this first. Your pocket seems to vibrate with the vibrations of his voice, and you then hear him yell this statement.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm on my way. I don't know who Moranduk is, but sounds scary. Bye.
Get everyone here! I hope that
Wait, everyone? Who's everyone?
crap.
Who do we want here? Because do we want all of the rat people here when there's so much
I don't
fighting?
think I mean, maybe the sending stone is different, but if it's just casting the sending spell, you get one.
Yeah, you get the one
tell you
response, and
something,
that's
and you
it,
get
yeah.
one response. Yeah.
I'm just trying to. This is the inside of Jubilee's head trying to figure out who everyone is.
God.
Do you come tell Cricket and Rihu?
Oh, Yeah.
Then I
I
think
forgot
Cricket
that you
would
guys
take
were with us.
patiently-
I thought you went too. Okay.
No, I'm here. Cricket and Rihu are cleaning.
I'm gonna slide down the banister.
Okay.
And hey, you guys. Apparently there's a disaster in the middle of town, and Raja and Vantalord are fighting, and he's yelling about some guy named Moranduk or something.
Mornduk, I mean, I have my suspicions based on that description of the guard, and I'm gonna look at Rihu, like, because obviously both of us know who Mornduk is and how bad that is. Well, we gotta get to
So
them
you
quick.
didn't get the Amat. Awesome.
All right, so I guess let's go. I don't know who that is, but
All right.
I'll come.
So you guys, are you guys just walking there? Are you booking it? Like, are you as fast as you can, or?
Yeah,
I'm walking as fast as I can.
I think we're dashing the whole way
Yeah.
if we can. Yeah. We'll be back. Hold down the fort, Cedric, and keep doing this work. But we gotta
Don't
go.
panic. Don't panic. If you hear screaming, don't panic about it. Just stay here.
Yeah, honestly, stay hidden inside here. Keep the doors and windows closed.
Well,
I'm
not all windows can be, but okay. Is Rihu staying, or is he going with you?
Oh, Rihu's coming
No, Rihu's
too.
coming with us.
I've got his character sheet up.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, unless do you feel like you need somebody to stay with you?
I mean, no, it's fine.
That wasn't very
Fine.
convincing.
I'm fine.
We'll just.
It's
we'll,
fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
We'll hide in some corner or something. We're used to it.
It's like when I'm cranky and my boyfriend says, "What's wrong?" and I'm like, "Nothing. I'm fine."
Feeling insecure and need encouragement.
Okay, so you guys take
Oh, that's
off.
cute.
I'm gonna try to entertain something, because 7 minutes away, you guys would never reach this place.
Walking, running,
It's,
be like 3.5.
yeah, I mean you would, but
which
that's 18
is
rounds.
10. Yeah, that.
So,
6 seconds is a round.
so
But
if
that's
you
per
guys
person,
want
right?
to take a point, 1 point out of 10 points of exhaustion, or if you want to make a deal, you can reach it next round.
I mean, you all know what I'm.
You want to? Oh, that's super creepy, Vantlord.
Um,
So Jubilee, what are you? As you're booking it and you're just taking off, are you wanting to take a point 1 out of 10 points of exhaustion, or are
What
you?
happens at level 1 of exhaustion? Or
Yeah,
your
I'm
rolls
trying
at
to find that.
disadvantage, and it's.
Are we just doing 5e rules? Because if so, then disadvantage on ability checks is 1 point of exhaustion.
Yeah, we'll go with that now because I'm not sure where I put that.
Just ability checks.
Because I built out that 10 point system. But yeah,
Oh, right, yeah. Because that's just the original 5e is just 6 levels, so
Right.
maybe not as much.
yeah, I'm not sure where it's at.
But that won't apply to my spells and things, right? Like if I'm casting, like to hit spells.
Attacks are different than ability checks.
Okay, then I will take a point of exhaustion.
Okay.
I'll deal with it.
What about Cricket? Make a deal. Get there in
Okay,
3.5 minutes, or
You did share something, Rory, in the chat with us a month ago that
Yes.
said do exhaustion rules, and then you said level 1 is just -1 to all d20 rolls.
there you go. That's it. If you could bump that.
Worse for the combat.
If you could bump that, like reply to it, bump
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah.
So yes, -1 to all d20 rolls.
I mean, it's better, I guess, than not getting there.
So you can get there in 18 rounds. You can get there with -1 to all d20s for 1 point of exhaustion, or you can make a deal.
I'm not making a deal with the devil.
Not the devil, the DM.
Uh-huh.
So
Only has my best interest at heart, always.
what is Cricket doing?
I'll take the point of exhaustion,
Okay.
too.
Jubilee, what are you doing?
I was gonna do the point of exhaustion.
Okay, and since Rihu's not here, he'll just take the exhaustion as well. So at the top of so the three of you, if you would roll a d20 at the next round, you'll come in.
Rihu got a 17.
Awesome. Cricket and Jubilee.
Oh, we're rolling. This is for initiative, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gotta remember to -1 to everything.
Yep.
17 for cricket.
17.
Ha, 6.
6.
These dice are not rolling well for me today.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just rolled a natural 20 re-rolling it for fun.
So
Don't waste your nat 20s, Taylor.
I assumed that would just not happen to me.
so that takes us to Moore and Duke. And I missaid that. It's not this next round. So basically at the bottom of the next round, right? It's going to take this whole next round to get there. So Moore and Duke is over here. Vantalord, you actually catch his eye. I see I'm not the only one here anymore. And you just, his vibrance, his charisma, everything that you remember from him is all still there.
I yell at him and I go, you and I aren't done yet.
Oh, you are right about that. Oh, you are right. And he is, let's see, 40 feet away from you. And he is going to cast a spell. And I need you, Mr. Vantalord, to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see. Lucky for me, I have a +6 on wisdom and I rolled a 19, so I have a 25.
Oh, snap. That is so close. Which would make his, where's his modifier? 2. You feel the essence of this spell on you. You feel it as you're resisting it, and it's this tug of war, a very familiar tug of war between what you've been feeling in your visions and nightmares, or visions/nightmares. You feel it. You almost are able to resist it, and it sets in. No joke. The DC was 26.
I would have had to roll a nat 20 on that.
It's pretty strong.
Son of a motherless goat.
A sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius sphere from point to range. Creature in that area must make a Constitution saving throw, or take. Oh, wrong one. This one. Humanoid range must succeed a wisdom saving throw. Above your head appears, for anyone that's looking at Vantalord, a jagged crown appears above his head. A twisted crown of jagged iron appears.
Such a good spell.
And a madness glows in your eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. So I pick who you attack. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach. On subsequent turns, you can continue to make the saving throw. So Crown of Madness is the spell.
Hey.
That is his action.
Wait a second. I have Aura of Devotion around me. It says, while you're conscious, friendly creatures, including myself,
Okay.
cannot be charmed.
All right.
Guess what?
All right.
Ha! I win.
So it sets in, the crown appears and he sees the glow enter into your eyes as his Crown of Madness spell is starting to take a hold of you. You can feel him leveraging the dark aura that's around you. And actually, your roll would be lower because of that dark aura. But the force of Apsu pulls through as the crown is just solidifying above your head. It shatters, and you are not charmed. And you
knew
just
I had
see
something in
this
there for that.
frustration build in his eyes. Oh man, he is in a predicament too. He is going to move slightly back. And that is his turn. It is top of the order now with Raja, Amat, Vantlord, Moranduke, and then everyone comes in. So this is the round that everyone is just booking it to the square.
So did you just misspeak?
About
Or
what?
is the guy behind me got a bug on his face?
He's got a bug
Because
on
you
his
said that,
face.
but you put a bug on the guy next to Banslord. But
No.
you said me.
There's one on both of them.
Okay.
Yep, so the one behind you also has one on him.
No, I don't really care about him right now. So I'm gonna just attack the
Skeleton.
skeleton again.
Alright, roll the hit.
13, 19.
19 to hit. 19 definitely hits.
And then a 1d8 plus 3. That's 4.
4 points of damage.
Yeah.
Alright.
And he's not dead, right?
Yeah, so you swing and you hit a vital spot in the spine as the whole skeleton just falls to the ground.
He died?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around then.
Okay.
Move over to the guy that has a bug on him.
Okay.
And is it like wrapped tightly like it was with Vantlord, or is there a place for me to stab it?
Taking a look at it, it definitely has its legs wrapped around the person's head, but it doesn't look like it's anchored into him yet.
Okay, then I'd like to find a spot to stab.
Okay.
With
Roll,
Here,
roll
I'll
the
use
hit.
my action surge.
Okay.
Action surge first.
That's how you get
So
the
that I
other
can't-
action, right?
Yep. And then 11, which would be, what am I'm attacking? My weapon is plus 6, so 17.
17 hits.
Okay. And then I would like to use my, where did it go? Strike of the Giant, my fire strike.
Okay.
Because that's just whenever I hit. It's not like an action or anything.
Okay.
So then that just does extra 1d10 fire damage. And then would I get sneak attack on that too?
You
Is
don't
he
have a...
occupied?
No. I wouldn't say so. No.
Okay.
It's worth asking, though.
7, 10, and then a 1d10. Okay, so he takes 10 rapier damage and then 9 fire damage, so 19 damage total.
Your rapier, especially since you guys have pulled these things apart, you've looked at them, you understand them a lot more than the first time you encountered these. You slip that rapier in, seeing that it hasn't anchored in, and you just run it through, and you're able to pull it off. And as that fire kicks in, you just burn it from the inside out. The Satari falls to the ground, lifeless.
It used to be a lot harder to kill. Well then.
Anything else? Oh, nope, the skeleton's dead. So anything else, you've used 10 feet of your movement and your action surge. That's your bonus, right?
Action surge is bonus.
Yeah.
Fire strike is just on a hit.
So you have 20 feet of movement left.
20 feet. Then I'll run over to the first gargoyle on the steps there.
Oh, gotcha.
I probably can't reach that camera.
Not completely, but you can make it up a little ways.
I kind of want to put some. I just want to be at an angle where something in between me and whatever her name is.
A mat?
Yeah, I want something blocking in between us with the
I
angles.
see what you're saying. So more
Because-
like here.
Yeah, because her and Moore and Duke are fairly weak people. It's just you actually have to be able to hit them to take them down.
Okay.
Because
So-
like Moore and Duke was looking real rough at the circus. It's just it was hard for us to get in close and not get it demolished.
So you have full coverage. If you move side to side, you'll be exposing yourself, but where you're at, even though you're not right up against it, you have full coverage from a mat.
Okay.
Okay. So Roger, a Matt, Vantalord, Morin, and then top of the round with everyone coming back in. So a Matt is going to continue the movement of her Satari and skeletons as more and more screams echo out from the crowds. And she is going to cast a spell over in Vantalord's area. Vantalord, from where you're at, you can see the Satari, the one that's on the human in front of you, as fully anchored in, is biting into this human, and you see the act of it, as you know, eating or sucking its soul, as pulses of blue run through the shell, and you see it kind of having this pulsation to it. Matt is going to cast a spell in your area, Vantalord, that will reach more than just you. You and this other human next to you. A wave of necrotic energy pulsates through your body. If you would make a Constitution saving throw.
To use a necrotic
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw. 16.
16. Ooh, you meet it. Right on the dot.
Beat is beat.
Meet is beat. So you will take 18 points of necrotic damage. Which is half damage. So 36 reduced to 18. And all the creatures, I'll go ahead and move them now, but they're all moving out. So she moves them and casts that spell. And that's her turn, so that takes us to Vantalord.
How far away is Morin Duke from me?
I believe he's about 50 feet now.
He's 50 feet?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. That makes me happy. Well, first thing I'm going to do for my first attack, I am going to cast Searing Smite on him.
Okay.
Which, when I cast it on him, just means the next time I hit the creature with a melee weapon, I'm going to cast it second level, so he'll have 2d6 fire damage on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to take out my trusty dagger and I go, "It's been good, my friend. You've served me well." And I'm going to throw it at Morin Duke.
Okay. Roll to hit.
This is the last charge of my dagger. I'm so sad about this.
This is the dagger from session 1.
Yes, it is. Please tell me a 17 hits.
Oh, let's see. A 17 hits, sinks right in his shoulder.
The dance that went along with that hit was.
And I 7 points of damage plus my 2d6 for 10 more points.
So 17 points of damage.
Yep. And when I get to Warren Duke, I'm gonna whisper in his ear and say, "Miss me, you fool."
You just hear him.
And being that Searing Smite was my bonus action, I grab my longsword and I swing at him.
Searing Smite was a bonus. You get 2 attacks.
I get 2 attacks.
Okay, all right.
And Searing Smite is a bonus action,
Yep.
so I used it first. So, does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
Aw, for only 8 points of damage.
8 points. Okay.
My poor teleportation dagger. You are no more.
And that takes us to Morin Duke himself.
She said it becomes a +1 dagger afterwards.
Let's see. Morin Duke is going to. Oh, actually, as a reaction, he's going to cast. I gotta look at this. This is hard playing so many. He is going to cast Hellish Rebuke on you. Yes, 1 reaction. So as you strike him, he's going to react with Hellish Rebuke. Hellish flames come out from his fingers, surround you. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. +16, and I have a +0 on dex.
That fails. That is a pretty good roll. That does fail. So that is 10 points, all 10 points of fire damage. And then for his action, that's his reaction. As his bonus action, oh, I can't do that. Darn it. He's gonna strike you with his. He's gonna try to strike you with his quarterstaff.
He attacked before me, so does he have?
Did he? No, he didn't. It's Vantolord Morin Duke.
No. Oh yeah, you're right.
And then he used a reaction when you hit him.
Okay.
Yep. So he's gonna roll.
I brain good.
So that is a 19 to hit.
Which does hit.
For all of 3 points of damage.
Oh, good.
He's not a close guy. That then takes us to the top of the round. So we start with Rihu and on deck Cricket.
Okay. How far away is Ryu?
They all just entered the center area. So how far is he from who?
From me. He and I both being
I just made
melee. You still haven't dropped in the new character.
You haven't sent it to me. He's 86 feet from me.
I did. Alright, I'm gonna use his first set of movement. Let's see, what has he got in his inventory? Oh, my Lanta. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna use his movement and his dash to bring him up 60 feet.
Okay.
I think he might even be able to get there.
I thought he had
Tom.
40 feet of movement.
He has 30. As a
As a
human.
monk?
He's a human monk. Yep, he only has 30 feet.
Okay. He rushes up with
Can
skeletons
he
on
use
both
dash
sides.
though as like a free action?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that
what
a
I was
thing?
just gonna say. Is doesn't he have like the maybe he has to
Step
spend
of
a
the
key
wind?
point? Yeah, step of the wind. I think he can use a key point and dash, and then also still use his action. I think it's just a bonus action, similar to what rogues have.
I don't see. Oh yeah, I do have step of the wind, so I don't know how to mark his key points. So
Just mark them down on
yeah,
paper.
I'll use a key point and also get him all the way up to Morduke.
Okay.
So.
And I think he still has an action then, Tom. So he could attack in theory.
Well, being that we're getting a little more, so I'm gonna do his unarmed strike, and I'm just gonna pummel him.
Okay. Taking advantage of the situation, he is flanking. He's on the other side.
So he would have a advantage.
Yep.
15, and that's minus the 1 of the d20. So
15. 15 hits.
I am
Right? Let
thoroughly
me double
surprised by
check.
that.
Morduke, AC. Yes, 15 hits.
All right, 6 points of damage.
All right. And is that his turn?
Yes.
All right. Cricket.
I don't think. Yeah, because I've already used his bonus action, so yeah.
Cricket, then
Question.
Raja. Yep.
From what we've seen, because Amat is the same person who was in the tower
Correct.
before when we were in the swamp, yeah?
Yep.
From what we've seen of her potentially like casting different things, and especially me as somebody who is also a spellcaster, magic user, would I have a guess if she is also a druid like me? Like, have I seen her using the same things that I have, or have I seen her doing arcana things that are not familiar to me?
Very vastly different than what you do.
Okay,
Yep.
great. And how far am I from her?
Some distance. You are from her.
Some distance.
Some distance. 100 feet.
100 feet. Oh, that's so freaking far. Okay. Well, I am going to slip on my ring of invisibility,
Okay.
turn invisible,
Okay.
and dash as far as I can to get as close as I can to her.
To her. Okay. So that's 60 feet.
Yeah.
And are you trying to maintain a sense of stealth?
I think speed is more important. When I get close, yes, but at least from this far across the square, I'm not worried about my footsteps being heard by her.
Okay. And it is loud. There are clangs and
Yeah,
screams.
there's people
and-
screaming. Yeah, there's people screaming, so I'm not overly worried about
Yeah.
people noticing a
It-
random
it
foot.
is absolute chaos in this square.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna run 60 feet to get as close as I can to her. How far am I now?
40 feet.
Okay.
To your right, as you get on top of this platform, to your right, you see this large creature, the things that you've only seen dead from the crew. This eight-legged creature, six-legged creature, long, skinny legs, very arachnid in structure. Yet also having a bit of a scorpion tail and a flat face. As you see his body pulsate as it's sucking the soul out of this person, you see the body dry up and shrivel into this very tight-skinned dead person as the Centauri stops pulsating this blue energy. It's still your turn if you have anything left.
Yeah, I can't do anything else with just my bonus action to
All
help.
right.
Nothing.
Then it's Raja and then a Matt on deck.
How far is it from me to Amat's platform? Center of the fountain.
From you to her. You're 40 feet. You got to go over a wall, through some water, but a straight shot is 40 feet.
Okay, could I run? Move the back left corner. That thingy of the fountain. Yeah, I want to go there.
You
No.
like by the
Of
fountain?
the fountain.
Okay.
Of the fountain. Like in the center fountain. That back corner. And then how much movement would I have? I'll just dash.
That's about 20 feet.
I want to climb to where the people are at.
Up
Where
here.
people design? Yeah.
Yep.
Because it doesn't cost me any extra movement. Climb.
Okay. Just roll a. You don't have. It's not super high, but roll a athletics check. It is
Athletics or
wet.
acrobatics.
Athletics. You're climbing. It is wet. It is slippery.
14, 18.
Okay. You get up there just fine.
And then I want to jump and put my rapier in between my legs and land on her head. If that's possible.
You can absolutely try it.
I will.
All right. So you get up there.
Does it look like she's unaware, or is she just staring at me? Like I'm weird.
She seems very focused. However alert she is about you, she doesn't give any indication off because this is very quick, right? You ran really fast, you climbed, and now you're not able to take a lot of time to pay attention to it. So you're unsure.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm gonna jump and try to skewer her brain.
Okay.
Like,
Go ahead and roll to hit.
what
As
would
you
I roll? for
climb
that?
up.
Just regular hit.
Yep.
And would that be at an advantage or no?
No.
But also with my high jump would be cut in half. So plus 3.5 feet
Yeah,
on
you-
top of however far I'm falling.
Okay. Gotcha.
Because I'm jumping.
Yeah, I hear you. Did you roll the hit?
Yeah, I got 16.
16 to hit?
Yeah.
Okay. As you're
It
coming,
seems like you can't hear when I say 16. Because even for my initiative, I said it so many times.
as you jump down, she looks up and she sees you. Quickly, her hand wipes above her head just before your rapier touches, just before it makes contact. Her hand swipes above her head as a shimmer of light shimmers around her, and she casts the shield spell. Your rapier would have made contact as you then land next to her.
And then that's...
You see this orc that is almost in every essence this living image of death.
Oh, I'm alright. I'll just chill.
Okay, so that brings us to Matt's turn. We will go ahead and take our break. I know we ran a little bit late for our break, but let's go ahead, take our break. We'll be back in 5 minutes, everyone. We'll play one of our character songs and then return to the fight. Who should we play? Who do you guys want to hear?
Jubilees.
Play
What?
whoever you want, but I do love Jubilees.
That was the quickest one. We'll go ahead and play that one.
In a circus of shadows, Jubilee did dance, a jester bound by Mornduke's dark trance. Contracts of the devil, performers in chains, with friends by her side, she sought to break the reins. In the depths of a swamp, her fate took a turn. Jubilee died, but her spirit did yearn. The Raven Queen, with favor to elves, granted her life where the darkness delves. Companions united, trials they faced, breaking the chains, freedom embraced. Through darkness and danger, their bonds grew tight. Together they stood in the face of light. From jester to warlock, memories lost in service of the queen at a great cost. A keeper of souls, collecting the dead. In the Raven Queen's name, her path is led. Memories buried deep within her mind, waiting to awaken in due time. Emotional echoes collecting the dead. In the Raven Queen's name, her path is love. Uncertain memories lurking in her soul. Pieces of the past make her whole. Friends and trials in her heart they stay, guiding her steps as she finds her way. Companions in warlock, memories lost in service of the queen at a great cost. Gatekeeper of souls, collecting the dead. In the Raven Queen's name, her path is led. From jester to warlock, memories lost in service of the queen at a great cost. Gatekeeper of souls, collecting the dead. In the Raven Queen's name, her path is led. From jester to warlock, memories lost in service of the queen at a great cost. Gatekeeper of souls, collecting the dead. In the Raven Queen's name, her path is led. In the Raven Queen's name, her path is led. Cricket on the farm, with Bear by her side, herding sheep together with a joyful stride. Parents lost young, secrets buried deep, sold the farm and left the world to reap. Met companions brave, ventured into night, faced evils and oddities with all her might. Bear taken safe, carried like a pack, crossed swamps and dangers, always got her back. Cricket and Bear, what a lovable pair, facing the world without a care. Through trials and joys, they always share life's an adventure with Cricket Bear. Nearly killed by Malachi, Bear at her side, claimed the staff of whispering pines with pride. Seeking her role, understanding her place, with Bear beside her, she'll win any race. Evils they encounter, horrors that lurk, dark woods shadow, and monsters berserk. Traps and curses, shadows in the night. With her faithful dog, she always fights.
And we return. All right. Well, as everyone quickly returns, with, I'm sure, is going to be a glass of milk. Ooh, that actually looks good, whatever that is.
I melted like a quarter cup of the semi-sweet chocolate milks. I mean chocolate chips.
Yep.
And then I just filled it with almond milk, because that's all you guys get when I'm not home. And then I just cut up the rest of the block of Pepper Jack cheese.
Ooh, you didn't put that in the milk.
No, it's on my plate.
Gotcha.
That would be a terrible combination.
It's right here. I don't know if it'll let you see it.
No, you just went invisible.
I don't know. It's like
All I heard was something about putting pepper jack cheese in milk.
Yeah.
it's like
You
don't-
3/4
you-
of the block.
You don't
But
want
it
to know
was
the rest of the
it
conversation.
had some moldy spots on it, so I just cut up everything that wasn't moldy, and I'm gonna eat all of it.
Ugh.
There you go. That's how cheese works.
I was just talking
It
about
is a
eating, like
lot of
Ritz
cheese.
crackers with cheese. I just love it.
All right. So
A lot of
hopping,
cheese, and I don't want to eat the pita crackers because that's probably the only thing Becca can eat.
hopping back into the action. We left off on a Matt's turn. Yeah, Raja just went. This is the round where everyone enters, right?
No, we've already
Rihu
all
just
entered.
went.
We're all in combat.
Rihu,
Yeah, we already
Raja,
did that part. Yep.
Cricket. It is your turn. You win.
No, I ran. I
Okay.
ran. I put on the invisibility ring and I ran.
So now it is actually a
It's
Matt's
a
turn.
Matt.
And then Jubilee, you're on deck. A Matt is going to. Raja, you're looking at her ready, keeping yourself prepared right after your attack when suddenly she goes invisible.
Do I still know where she's at? Is she within 10 feet of me? I should ask.
In the very moment that she casts it, you know that she's within 10 feet. Because literally she just cast it.
Oh, I meant with my blind sense.
Right. Okay. I don't know where the invisibility. I don't think there is one. Okay. So she's invisible. You feel her. You sense her within the 10 feet of you. Soon, that you don't feel her within your. You don't sense her within 10 feet of you anymore. You do see the water splash. So you do know she is beyond this point, but she's invisible, so you're not sure where she's at this point. That is her action and her movement. That is her turn. Actually, I need a roll to see if I get this back. Okay. Okay. So that's her turn, and that takes us to Jubilee.
Okay, so how far am I in, like, where am I?
You are back
I'm
here.
far away. Oh, I'm so far. Okay. Can I move my full 30 feet of movement forward into the square as much as I can?
Okay.
And then I will try. Is this skeleton attacking anybody right now?
The skeleton is starting to approach this human over here. This skeleton is attacking this person here. This skeleton's attacking up here. Like almost every skeleton has made contact
Okay.
with someone.
So I am going to Eldritch Blast one towards the one to my left and one towards the one to my right at the same time.
Okay.
And that's gonna be
I just envision Jubilee going, jazz hands!
That's a 21 for the first one,
Okay.
Doesn't hit.
and an 18 for the second one.
Both hit.
That's gonna be 5 points of damage to the one on my left,
Okay.
and 9 points of damage to the one on my right.
The one on the left, you see like a big section of the ribs come out. The one on the right is down on the ground now by the person, but you can tell that it's still just barely hanging on that
Okay.
narcotic energy. You do feel inside of you, Jubilee, a repulsive sense of like it's repulse and it's anger and it's everything. You feel the channeling of the Raven Queen inside of you with this undead
Thought
around
so.
you.
Yep.
Yes. Anything else for your turn?
That's all I got.
These creatures as well, this one in front of you, where there's this desire to destroy the undead, the creature in front of you stirs in a different feeling from the queen. It stirs in almost this like a need to have retribution, that what is taking place there. I believe you all know what these creatures do, but the extraction of this soul is like theft from the Raven Queen. So you get all that as you walk into this area.
Okay.
After Jubilee, that takes us to Morin. He is not thrilled about his situation at all. He
Why, 'cause
is.
he has disadvantage on all throws because he's surrounded?
He doesn't have disadvantage. He has advantage against him.
You got me and Rihu on one on each side.
It doesn't give him disadvantage.
Flanking only means you get advantage
Yeah.
on
Oh,
him.
alright.
He gets disadvantage.
Let's see.
Oh, by the way, speaking of him, you know that Searing Smite? At the beginning of his turn, he has to make a
Oh.
Constitution save.
That's right. That is going to be a lovely con save. Gives him a 14.
Dang it!
Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to lose that one. He is going to... He is going to cast... He'll look at you as you see his hands moving. And as his hands are dissipating, as he's casting invisibility, he utters to you, Vantalord, "It won't be long. I recognize you. I recognize what's around you. And she's got a hold on you. Does she ever have a hold?" You can tell clearly in the ground in front of you that he's moving. It's hard to tell where, but you do know he's moving. If the two of you want to take an attack of opportunity, you can at disadvantage.
I'm taking an attack of opportunity. I'm going to do the same for Rihu, so at disadvantage. Oh, that would be 8 plus my attack, so it would be 15 for mine.
Okay, that hits.
Oh, that one hit, so let's see, that would be with my sword, so that's my d8. Where's my d8? Yoo-hoo. That's 10 points of damage. And for Rihu, same thing. Plus 6. And that would be a 15 for him.
That also hits.
Wow,
You hear him.
that feels-
You hear him cry out twice as each of these hits land.
6.
Ooh.
With that cry out, I go, that must have hurt, being invisible and all.
And
I'm just mocking him at this
what
point.
did you? How did you hit him? What did you hit him with?
With Ryu's, just an unarmed strike, and with mine would be with the sword.
Okay. You don't see it on him, but as he's moving, you do see appear on the ground specks of blood. So it's still a matter of needing to track him. It's not as easy as just seeing him, but
Yeah.
you get a general idea if you take the time. I'm just going to move him here. He's out of your range. But he has moved somewhere.
Well, being it's not me up on deck next. I'm just watching the blood flow.
So there's that. That's his turn. That takes us to the top of the order. So it is Rihu, Cricket, Raja.
Okay. Both enemies are invisible right now.
Both are invisible. And they have both moved from...
I feel
Their
like Rory
positions.
saw me turn invisible and was like, "Oh yeah, you know what? They also can do that."
I have a feeling that's exactly what happened.
Ironically, it's not, but that is hilarious.
Alright, I'm gonna take, let's see, being that he's got the ability to do the 2 actions, I'm gonna use his first action for Rihu to follow the bloodstains to try to get an idea of where Morin Duke is at.
Okay. Rihu is going to follow the blood. Use his action to follow.
Yep, and then with his second action, I would like to do an unarmed strike with it.
Oh, creative. Interesting. Okay, roll a perception check.
Alright.
Investigation. No, perception. Perception, sorry.
18.
18. He is able to pick up on it very quickly. And with the hit that he took from you, it was actually a fairly major hit. So he is able to see the blood once it leaves his body and it's on the ground. He finds it. He is fairly confident. Again, it's still at disadvantage.
Okay.
Advantage, disadvantage is basically negative or +5. So just -3 from the roll instead of -5.
Okay. Dang it. 15.
15 hits.
Okay. There's the unarmed strike for 5, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to do a second unarmed strike on him. So, I'm guessing same thing. Mine take away 3 for the bonus action.
To hit
For
again,
you.
yes, yep.
Yeah. Okay. 14.
14 just hits.
Oh gosh. For 6 points additional damage.
And how much on the first one?
5.
5. You hear a heavy exhale from Morin Duke, and his body slowly starts to reappear. What does it look like?
Oh man, I don't even know how to describe a monk. Like the monk, you just see Rihu just doing this unarmed attack, this unarmed like flurry of blows, and he's looking at it more, and he goes, "We told you the circus was not going to be the last time you saw us."
And just punch after punch after punch as
Yep.
Rihu starts diving back into his memories, fighting in the different areas, the different taverns he's been in his past. Just punch, 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 and the body reappears bloodier and bloodier and bloodier until it just hits the ground. Multiple hits even before it hit the ground, and he is lifeless on the ground. That takes us to Cricket.
So Morin Duke is, from what appears to be, dead on the ground.
It does appear that way.
And I lost Amat.
Yeah, yep. Well, yeah, she's invisible somewhere.
Well, I will run towards where Amat was.
I have a quick question. Would we have got an opportunity attacks when she ran away?
No, she was invisible. You couldn't see her.
You would have got one at disadvantage.
At
Just-
disadvantage?
Yeah, just like Rihu and Vandalore did.
I can see invisible. It says I can see them, not sense them.
If you have,
I'll take a
blind
picture and
sight?
send it to you. Yeah, blind sense is what I have, but or blind sight within 10 feet.
You can see them within 10 feet? So,
If you
well,
have
You
blind
have
sight,
blind
means
sight
as if,
with a
if your eyes are
range.
closed, you can see as if your eyes were open. Meaning,
If
like,
you have blind sight
you're
with a range
invisible,
of
it
10
doesn't mean
feet.
anything.
You can see anything that isn't
like,
behind total cover.
like Daredevil has
even
like, blind sight.
invisible things, right.
It says
Okay.
you can see invisible creatures within that range,
So
unless
we'll-
they successfully hid from me.
We'll retroact that on your turn, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so remind
I just
remind
wasn't
me
sure
on
if
your
she'd
turn.
get one too or not.
Who?
Cricket, because she's
Oh,
standing
I'm not
over me,
close enough. I'm not
basically.
close enough.
Yeah.
I'm far.
Oh, I thought you were right on the other side of the phone.
I am, but not. Yeah, not next to her yet. Okay, but I'm gonna
Oh.
run that way now.
Okay.
So, I'll take my full 30 feet of movement. Not through the pond though. Is that the only way to get towards that? I guess like toward the right, to the right side of the
Right.
pond. So as if I was gonna be able to see where she was before she disappeared. Yeah.
Right, yeah, so you can get to the first
Yeah.
area right
Yeah.
there.
And then can I attempt to see anything of where maybe she is? Like if I saw, especially because there's water there, so if like I heard her splashing through the water or anything.
From where you're standing, it's hard to tell. You don't see any water where you're at, just because this fountain wall is fairly high, and then you also have these stairs in front, or these decorative stairs in front of you, right?
But did I see at least like when she ran, like even before I?
Yeah, you knew that she
What
took off.
direction?
You know that
direction
she took off in this direction, where I have
Okay.
her mini. Like you
Right,
know she
she
went
went
that way.
in that way.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh gosh, then I suppose I will use. All I'm doing is running on any of my turns. I'll use my other 30 feet of movement to dash, and around the other side of the fountain towards where she might be.
Okay.
Do I see anything once I get a little bit further on the other side and in the trajectory of where she might have gone?
So you see that the water, once you get around here, you see water trails to here, and then just before here, they seem to just end.
There's
So-
nobody else around me, right?
Correct. Not directly around you. So you see the water trail end short of the ledge where the stairs are.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt something, Rory.
All right, go for it. What is it?
We'll see how this works. I am gonna.
Oh, you know what? I bet I goofed.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I didn't. Okay, I thought I left it on the starting screen. Go ahead. You do what?
I am. Oh, our Twitch stream.
yeah.
It's on. Please coming back soon or whatever. Okay. I'm going to pull out of my pocket that is currently wrapped in cloth. I believe I wrapped it in some cloth.
Oh boy.
One of those.
I gave you a lot of
gems.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
One of those
Ooh.
gems. Yeah. And I am going to open.
Katie
the
said
cloth.
one of those.
One of those.
One of those gems. And I'm gonna open the cloth strategically,
Okay.
so that it is in the direction where the water stops. So that it, in theory, if there was a person somewhere in the vicinity in front of me, they would be within sight of the gem. I don't know how the gem works. I don't know if you have to be visible or not visible for it. I don't know what the range is on it. I don't know anything about it. I'm attempting
Yeah.
to see
I love it.
how that goes.
It's good. It's good.
This is great.
The person on the far side did no, I'm joking.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I was like, is there anybody else even near?
Yeah, no, the closest person is quite a ways.
The person spears.
As you pull out this gem, making sure it stays covered, you open it up in that direction. You see over here a small child with one of the Satari on it. The skeleton attacking this person over here as they're constantly being hit by the sword, and another person running away. You open it and you wait and you watch it, and there's no pulsating. No pulsating.
Remind me, pulsating
Means it's working.
Means it's working.
Yeah, you guys saw in the layer when it pulses, then it activates.
When it pulses, it activates.
Yeah.
Doesn't it like glow when there's a person inside, or does it not glow when there's a person inside? One of those.
Slight
two?
glow. Yep.
I think it actually
doesn't
doesn't.
glow. It doesn't glow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. But there is no glow, meaning there's somebody in it.
So there's a soft glow to it now. So it's empty.
Okay.
It's empty,
It's empty.
but it doesn't pulse as if it struck.
Okay.
It's not picking. You get the indication that it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
picking up on anyone.
Okay. I will close it
Okay.
just in case Raja comes running over. Because also I'm invisible.
Oh,
So I don't want him to accidentally get sucked into it.
That would be hilarious. Yes, you are invisible.
Okay, that's it.
All right. After Cricket, Raja, and then a Matt. Raja, then a Matt. Raja, go ahead and roll for your attack of opportunity.
$15.
15?
It'd be 21.
Oh, 21 hit. Oh, can she do that again? No, she would have done that last time to protect herself. So she wouldn't be
It
able
would
to...
have been the same turn.
Yep. AC. That hits.
Okay, and then I'd also use the fiery thing.
Armor. I gotta double check something. Sorry, before you do that. How much does this add? Because I don't want to give you bad information. Okay. Yes, that hits.
Okay. So then, rapier damage. 3. So 6. The rapier.
Okay.
Oh, and 9 again for
Dang.
the burning damage.
All right. You strike out. As she's invisible, you're still able to see her during this moment of time, and you strike out at her, and you lay a solid hit on her.
It doesn't say it would or wouldn't, but would that light stuff on fire?
No,
Is
not
it
unless
taking
it's
fire damage.
not unless it states that.
Okay.
All right. And now your actual turn.
Your actual turn. And now it's my actual turn. So, does the water just abruptly stop? I need to go back to the map. I cannot see.
A little bit hard to see from here.
Then I'd run over there. How far is that?
30 plus feet from you. It is 35 feet.
Okay, then I'll go 30 feet that way.
Okay. And then you can see, yes, the water abruptly stops. Right where
And
her
is she
mini's
still
at.
there?
You don't know. She's in. Oh, I see what you're saying. You got that. No, you cannot see her.
Okay. Then I will dash over to however far I can to the person that's over by the skeleton.
Okay. Let me color her base, being invisible. You're dashing over to the skeleton.
Yeah.
Alright, you're able to make it to the bottom of the steps.
Yep. And then I'll shoot him with my short bow.
Alright, roll to hit.
I think I still have that. Hang on. Yeah. Okay. And actually, I don't have my notebook. But I know I have 4 earth arrows left. Because there's water, wind, earth, and fire, right?
Yes.
So I'll shoot him with an earth arrow.
Alright.
I don't know what that'll do if it does anything different. Short bow to hit.
You have 3 earth arrows, 3 wind, 2 water, and 1 fire. I have your notebook.
Oh, do you have my notebook?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you're in trouble. Never let the DM get your notebook.
So, what's your roll to hit?
18.
Oh yeah, that strikes solid.
Did
Right
you
into-
look in there for the sending stones? Because I bet you it might have been in there. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to look now. Okay,
Roger,
1d6.
I've already looked through mine.
Yeah. 1d6
1d6.
is 7.
Alright.
So 7 arrow damage. I don't know what the earth arrows do, though.
Okay.
Or if they do
So,
anything.
the arrow strikes into the skull of this skeleton. Immediately, you see the skull just crack under the pressure of the arrow striking it. And then you see the ground underneath it as suddenly a small circle of stones from underneath the skeleton just fly up as these stones just break apart the skeleton and it falls to the ground, dead.
They're so much cooler when you're not shooting the golems with them. Wow.
Anything else for your turn?
I think I've done everything.
Movement, and action.
Yeah.
After Raja, that brings us to a Matt. And then Vantalord. And then Jubilee. Matt. So all these creatures, the Satari over here continues to suck the life, the soul out of that individual. This one is now closer, so this one's going to move up. The skeleton continues to attack this person. Actually, stops attacking it. Raja, you would see this from your vantage point. The skeleton actually drags this person over to the Satari. In similar fashion, this one's still looking for someone. That one has died. This one is going to. This one is going to move out. This one is going to take its movement to Vantalord. No it won't. Darn it. No it won't. This one will follow the skeleton. And the skeleton will keep attacking that human. This human falls. And as far as the rest of her turn, you are unable to tell if there's anything else going on, as far as she goes. And that takes us to Jubilee.
It's me. Okay. I am going to. I'm still in this like corner over here. I will. I mean, I could just keep taking out these skeletons. I could keep doing support stuff if you all need it. Cause I'm all the way over here. There's a skeleton here.
One to your
And
right,
then-
one further, one over here.
Yeah, I can shoot up to 120 feet.
You also see that Satari take off this way as well.
I want to chase after the Satari. How far did it get?
From you, it's probably 25 feet or so.
Oh, then I don't want to move anywhere because I don't want it close to me.
That's 28 feet from you.
Okay, then I am going to. Where is that Satari compared to where I am? It's hard to see.
So you're right here.
Yeah.
Satari's right over here.
Oh, I thought that was another skeleton. Okay.
There's also a skeleton there, and they're both
Oh.
attacking a person.
Perfect. Then I am. Oh, they're attacking a person.
Yep. The skeleton is attacking. The Satari is approaching, and there's another person over here.
Okay. I would like to. Oh, this is gonna hurt so many people if I do that.
Send it.
Send it? Oh, do I have anybody else in range? Because this does a lot. I don't want to use this one right now. That's not a good idea. I am going to. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt on the Satari.
Okay.
That's a 21 to hit,
That hits.
and that's gonna be so much damage.
She just rolls ones all the way across.
Don't jinx it. Ooh. Ooh. That's gonna be 28 points of lightning damage.
Yeah.
And I'm
The,
attached to it now.
the lightning strikes the Satari. It just sparkles in this lightning as it's, and the whole Satari just explodes with a massive amount of damage. As it explodes, there's a moment where you see this hovering blue aura as it gets sucked over to the fountain area.
Oh. So it says that it forms a sustained arc of lightning between me and a target. I'm guessing it's not the same rules as Hex, where I can move it.
Like if my, I don't have to talk like that. I'm not talking in my. It gets like stuck. So I'm guessing it's not like Hex, where like if I have casted Witch Bolt, it's a sustained arc of energy, but if my target dies, I would have to recast it on a new target, right?
I believe so.
I can't just like transfer
It
it.
should
Okay.
say you should be able to transfer if you can.
It doesn't. Okay.
Oh, that was
All
great.
right. Well, that's everything for
Okay.
me then.
Vantalor, did I skip you?
Yes, you
Okay,
did.
go ahead.
Okay. How far away from Duke am I?
20 feet-ish. 25, 20 feet.
Well, that's okay. Why not? I'm just gonna do it. I know this is probably really, really bad for what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm going over to Duke and I'm chopping off his head.
Okay.
I don't want him coming back up. And yes, I know that's probably a terrible idea and a waste of my turn, but I don't want to deal with him at all.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Okay.
I think we'll have to W the Duke Slayer, buddy.
That's a 26.
That hits. That hits
Whoa.
Rihu. It hits. It hits.
That's funny. As I'm just cutting his head off.
Okay. With this,
Horn
with
Duke's
a
already dead.
clean swipe, without damaging your blade on the stone, you ensured the death of Duke.
And then can I take his head and I want to throw it at the closest skeleton.
Sure. You also hit the person next to that skeleton. But yes, the head lands over there.
Sweet. Heads will roll.
Heads will roll. All right.
And
That's
uses my movement in my turn. So
Rihu with Cricket on deck. Rihu, yep. So he's right next to you as you do this. What's Rihu do?
okay, so let's see. Rihu, he's got 30 feet of movement. I take him up to the closest skeleton.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use his unarmed strike.
Okay.
Really? That's all I roll of 14. Gross.
14 hits.
And this is. You think I would remember? All of his attacks are a D4. For a whopping 5 points of damage. And then
Okay.
after his action, he gets 2 attacks per action. So I'm gonna take and do a Tavern Brawler Strike for 10. What?
10 to hit?
Yep.
10 does not hit.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action
Okay.
for a flurry of blows. A 16.
That hits.
Okay. For another 5 points of damage. There.
The third hit lands, and the skeleton the body pulls apart as the narcotic energy cannot hold it together, and that skeleton dies. Dies again.
Really going to bones about this.
And that takes us to Cricket with Jubilee on deck.
Well. No, she has not appeared. Amat.
Amat. Whatever.
Amat. Whatever her name
Amat.
is.
Yeah.
Amat. She's not appeared at all.
Correct.
And Raja didn't successfully find her and hit her, correct?
Correct.
Oh boy.
Was there no blood trail either?
Nope.
I mean, the spell doesn't last forever. Kind of lasts a long time, but do we chase after her? What are we doing?
Very quiet. I'm hunting skeletons.
Yeah. Oh. Gosh. Man. Is there an exit in the direction of where she was going? Like, what's the exit out of the town square?
You know that there's actually quite a few.
Oh boy. So
Back this way, over this way, in between the buildings this way, in the direction you're facing. Like, there are a number of ways that she could have gone.
Right. Okay.
If she went anywhere.
Let me ask this. I have a spell called Dispel Magic. I've used it before.
Okay.
It doesn't say that you see. It says choose a creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell 4th level, I have to make ability check to see if I can dispel it. But do I have to be able to see the person, or could I just like dispel invisibility?
It's hard to say
within range?
because it doesn't say it's an area effect either.
No, it doesn't. It says
So-
range is 120 feet. And then it says choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Because it says to choose one, I think you have
Right.
to see it.
Choose one, but
It
I couldn't
does say
just say choose one
magical
magical
effect too, though.
effect. I mean, I defer to you. I'm just...
Yeah. I would say I like where you're going with it. This time I would have to say not this
It
time.
just- Yeah.
I can definitely
kinda-
see it going both ways, but
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah.
I like where you're
I
going
think-
with it, though. I like where you're going with
I'm
it.
gonna try. Well, I can't just like pick up dirt and throw it like in true like cartoon fashion.
Yeah. I mean, you could throw dirt, find some flour, and see if it sticks.
Yeah. There's not really much dirt in this town square though. It's like mostly
Correct.
stone.
Yes. Yeah.
Dang. Okay. I will. Okay. What's around me? What else is happening? Are there still like
Oh yeah.
baddies near me?
You know that there's a Satari up here, towards the bottom here. So in front of you, there's a Satari. There's a skeleton over here. Rihud just killed this skeleton. There's a skeleton back here. Raja just killed this here skeleton. There's a Satari right here. So there's 2 Satari and 3 skeleton. Within your easy view, there's 3 skeletons and 2 Satari.
Okay, then I will. Can I reach the Satari that's closest, like on the corner there, off the corner?
Maybe with a dash is probably closer to 50 feet. 45 feet.
That's too far. Okay. Then I will. Gosh, it really sucks having no spell.
And Raja, you're on deck.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have figured out what I wanted to do.
It's tough.
Yeah, I will dash again.
Okay.
I'll go in the direction. It looks like Raja went to the left
Correct.
potential exit. I'll go to the right,
Okay.
and I'll get up next to the Satari so that I could attack it next turn.
Okay.
Also, I'm keeping an eye out to see if I like hear. Basically, number 1 priority is still figuring out where Amma,
Amata. Okay.
whatever her name is. Yes.
Yep.
Amat. Yes, her.
Okay.
So, yeah, if I can see or hear anything, I know it's kind of hard because you even said it's like loud and stuff in this area,
Yep.
but yeah.
All kinds of chaos breaking out as skeletons are clattering, as swords are striking, as people are screaming, in all kinds of horrific sounds, especially the ones with Sataris on them, just screaming out in blood-curdling screams, such as the one in front of you.
That's it for me.
All right. Raja, followed by Amat.
I'm gonna climb to the top of the fountain again.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb to the top though.
Okay, so that's going to take your full movement and dash. Yeah. And again, just
Plus
roll
that's
it.
like water spraying out, or is that
It's water.
just
Yep.
decoration?
Nope, it's water. It's a fountain. It's flowing water.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll a athletics check.
Natural 20.
All right. You easily climb up, even take a drink of water on the way up.
And then where's the Sataris at that are still alive?
You can see that there's one here, bottom left, one here,
Yep.
bottom right,
Yep.
one back here, top left.
So there's 3. Because I killed the other one.
Correct.
Okay, so I'll shoot. Let's see.
Correct. There's 3 of them. This one
I'll shoot
over
the first
here,
one.
this one is attached to a person. This one's attached to a person. This one back here is not attached to a person.
That one.
Okay.
With a earth, wind, water. I'll shoot it with the water arrow.
Water arrow.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
$15.
15 hits. Go ahead, roll your damage.
5, 8. Would that be sneak attack or no?
Yeah.
It wouldn't.
It has
It
no
wouldn't.
idea that where you're at.
Okay. It's not 20 anyway. Oh, what is that though? 3d6?
3d6,
So for
yeah.
the arrow itself, I
Yep.
got 8 damage.
Okay.
Six for my sneak attack. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yep, 3d6 for your sneak attack.
That's only 7 more damage.
Okay, so 15 total. The arrow, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I want to increase it or not though. I think I'll use my fire strike too if that 15 doesn't kill him.
Well, you gotta say now, or are you gonna use it or
Yeah,
not?
I'll use it now then.
Okay.
Because I think it says once you hit a target with a melee weapon attack or... Oh, never mind, I can't. It has to be a thrown weapon.
Okay. So
Then
you
I
strike. The arrow embeds itself deep into the Centauri. As the Centauri was about to jump and leap onto this person, Jubilee, you see this arrow just penetrate into this Centauri as it lands and hits the ground. And then, as if a spring of water opened up, a crystal clean, purified spring of water opened up in this body of death. It just explodes as water just covers the ground, all in this whole area. Is just covered with water and ichor from the inside of this creature. As another
Matt's over there.
another couple blue orbs are hovering as you see them, Jubilee, and you recognize what these orbs are as they suddenly vanish as they're heading in the direction of Cricket. About halfway, they just seem to just disappear, dissipate. They just, as you would recognize, these souls are transferring somewhere.
Oh no!
You can
I
feel
wanna,
the rage of the Raven Queen inside of you.
I wanna go get him.
It is Matt's turn. Cricket, I need you to make a save.
I am invisible still.
You are invisible. Go darn it.
Gosh,
Yes.
Johnny, you rascally weapon.
Wait. Yes, you have not attacked yet, have you?
I'm just running. All I've done is run the whole
And she
time.
can't. She can't see you. So, that being said, she will attack someone else with the same thing. She is Raja. I need you to make a save. I need you to make a wisdom save. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes
18.
frightened for the duration and takes damage. Her saving throw.
I got 18.
You just, man, I thought I had. Oh, there it is. Intelligence plus 8 plus 13 intelligence would be. Sorry, guys. You just beat it. Like, quite seriously, you just beat it, and so you take half of 4d10.
Is this from a map? Or someone
It
I can
is.
see?
It's from a map. And she does not become visible.
She doesn't, even though she casts a spell?
Ow!
7,
Yeah, how?
9. It's just a different spell. 7, 9 would be 16, so you take 8 points of damage because you saved.
Do I hear her casting it at least?
Roll a perception. You did say you're purposely keeping an
Yeah,
eye
yeah.
out.
I mean, all I've
Go
done
ahead.
is run.
Roll a
Looking for
perception
her.
check. See if you can catch the shimmer of the magic.
I thought if spellcasting that broke invisibility.
Only 11.
11. And I'll just roll a sleight of hand. You do not.
Son of a mother.
It's all blended in with the chaos of the
Yeah.
of the area. Raja, you take those 8 points of psychic damage as you're rocked, but you hold on, and you are not knocked off. Let's go ahead, Vantalord, Jubilee, and then we are approaching the end of our night.
Okay, let's see here. I'm by Morin Duke. Let's see
Yes,
here.
you are
I'm trying
down
to-
here.
Is there any more skeletons near me or a Satari near me?
There's a skeleton directly over here, and then one over here. So one to your
Oh,
left and
so-
one to your right.
So Rihu didn't kill that skeleton that's right in front. Okay.
No, he killed the one
Um,
back behind you.
Okay, I'll go to the one right up in front of me.
Okay, easy to get over there.
And yeah, easy squeezy, lemon peasy. And I'm gonna with my first attack on my action, I'm gonna take my longsword out and I'm gonna swing at it
Okay,
for a 22.
hits.
Okay, and that is not a D8, that is a D10. That is not the right one. For a whopping 4 points of damage.
All right,
That's
it's still up.
wait,
You knock a couple bones.
1 plus
loose.
4 is 5. Excuse
Yes.
me, it's a 1d8 plus 4, so it's
Okay.
5 points of damage.
Okay,
And then as I come back for the second one, so that that
yep.
back motion.
Backhand. Yep.
Yep. That is a 14.
That also hits.
My dice does not like me tonight. I may have to put this one back into dice jail for 7 points of damage.
All right. Second swing comes through. You not only take a few ribs, but you break through the spine as the skeleton falls to the ground. The person in front of you heavily injured, but the skeleton is now dead.
Candy Mountain.
Many people, especially looking around, you see many people are either heavily wounded, vast majority are heavily wounded, and you know that the Satari have attacked successfully against a few of them. Anything else for your turn? Bonus action or anything?
No, I don't have any bonus action.
Jubilee.
I wanna go chase the souls.
Chase the souls, okay. So you saw them take off in the direction of the fountain and then slowly dissipate into the air. As you move forward 30 feet, you approach the body of Morin Duke, and even headless. Roll a d100. Roll percentile die.
I'm afraid. 57.
57. You can't place it. Maybe it's because you can't see the head. But there's a jarring, not of your memory, but a jarring of your soul. Something resonates when suddenly you feel from your back, not as part of your action, you feel from your back, from your cloak, this manifestation of this shadowy raven come out, land right there in front of you at the body of Morin Duke. As the black ichor even rolls out of its eyes down its black inky feathers, as this soul is fighting to stay in the body, as the crow is pecking at the body, pecking and pulling and ripping and clawing, pulling this essence out, slowly ripping this essence out of Morin Duke. eventually
And
hop.
do I feel anything other than just like it's familiar for some reason? Or like, do
In
I
a
feel
very,
angry at all? Do I...
The emotions are so everywhere. Right? Seeing the body, not being able to place it, you can't even place what you're feeling. But you recognize what this raven is doing as it hops back, pulling, like pulling,
okay.
like pulling
If I
a.
recognize that the raven is doing this,
Yes.
can I kneel over the body? Like, can I put a knee on each side of his chest and take out one of my daggers and just plunge it in and then like slice as hard as I can, trying to release whatever anything that would hold up the raven from getting it
Gotcha.
out.
So in this weird motion, you hop down, you straddle it, and you, as if trying to help the raven release this soul, you carve into the chest. The raven hops back, pulling this essence out, as it then engulfs it, sucking it into it, and back onto your cloak behind you. This, you know that it extracted this soul, and is now on your back. What do you do for your turn?
Part of me wants to go through his pockets and things to see why this feels so familiar.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a. You're doing this really quickly. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. 21.
You find multiple things. One is you've. Oh my goodness. I should just say this is where we end. And just leave it right
No.
there.
I will no longer make you any food whenever I come over.
Let's
He's
see.
he's giving himself a break because he didn't necessarily think you were gonna start looting.
I didn't. Yeah, not in the middle of battle. You see some things very quickly. You see that he has a quarterstaff on him. You see that he's wearing leather armor. You see he has 2 daggers. These are very obvious things to spot. You see that he has a coin pouch. At this time, you don't know what or how much is in it, but it's a typical coin pouch. You see that he has a couple rings on him. You see that he has an amulet on him.
Woo.
And then you see that he has 3. 1, 2. He has 2 scrolls on him.
2 scrolls.
What do you do?
I would like to, if I can, just
Sorry.
like,
When you grab these scrolls, there's like an emptiness in your soul. A retching, pulling, panic attack emptiness in your soul.
can I pull them open?
You go to pull it open,
Yeah.
unroll it,
Yep.
look at it.
Don't do it, Rory. Don't do what you're about to do.
That's where we end the session tonight.
No!
Wow.
Oh, I'm gonna be panicking for the
did
next
that.
2 weeks.
Oh my, that was, it went in so many directions I wasn't fully expecting. Raja, you hopping up on that fountain, Cricket, you going invisible, Vantalord, you just went all out on those skeletons, and Morin Duke. And Jubilee.
I am so sad. My lovely dagger is no longer.
And using that last, oh man. That
I
was-
have
that
held
was
on
awesome.
to that for so long.
38 sessions. So,
I think I used my second to last charge like 10 sessions ago.
oh man.
Like,
All right.
I've been sparingly using it. Like, I would love to be able to go back to town and pay the gold just to get it back.
Let's
But I don't know if I can now.
let's go ahead and hop into stars and wishes. Vantalord, who's your star and who's your what's your wish?
Oh man, you know I'm throwing mine to Cricket, not giving up looking for Amat this entire time when she went invisible. And my brain's still trying to figure out how did she cast a spell and still stay invisible. But that tenacity Cricket show tonight, beautiful, loved it.
And your
We'll
wish?
see if it pays off, Vantalord. I don't know about that.
I have no idea what my wish is right now. I want my armor fixed. That 19 that you hit me with that AC. I'm sorry. I want my AC back to 19. That I'm still at that -3 that you gave me
A while
15
ago.
sessions
Yeah.
ago. It's
No.
like 15 or 20 sessions.
No.
It's been
That. No,
Maybe
no,
5.
15 weeks ago.
no, it was longer than that. It was like 3 sessions into that temple dungeon maze.
Yeah, like right around session 30.
Yeah. Either way, it's like
sessions.
10 sessions ago.
Okay.
I want my AC back. Dang it.
Cricket, what's your star and who's your star and what's your wish?
I will give my star. I'm gonna throw it back to early in the session. I'm giving my star to Jubilee for the doll scene because that was so creepy and so fun. And I guess like a partial star to you too, Rory, for just planting that because you know that she was just gonna go crazy. Like,
Rory was like, how do I get her to pick up the weirdest thing?
really.
He said, make it a doll.
Yes. So that was very fun. And then my wish.
Yeah.
I think I would enjoy having like some. I don't know if this is feasible with like the situation that we are currently in, but like at some point it would be fun to have like a little bit of like a time lapse session kind of a thing where like because sometimes it is a little bit like jarring when I think about the fact that our characters have only known each other and like played, you know, adventured together for like a few weeks,
Right,
when
right.
it feels like we've been playing together for over a year and like the stuff we've gone through is obviously like we've leveled up 4 times.
Yeah.
I've leveled up 4 times with them, so maybe some sort of like time lapse that makes it feel like as momentous as it like and long as our relationships.
Almost like a fireside, like a chat
life,
and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like again, I don't know because I don't know that that's feasible with like what's happening and stuff, but just something that like could allow some passage of time so that our characters have a little more like weight to their relationships.
Yeah.
I guess.
Awesome.
That is I would have never thought of that.
It kind of struck me today when we were talking about how long it's been, quote unquote long it's been, since we were in Woods Edge, and I was like, I was literally level 3 in Woods Edge, so a
Yeah.
long time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm level 7 now, and then it was like a couple weeks, and I was like, wait a second, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Raja, who's your star and what's your wish?
My star would probably go to Vantalord for engaging in the combat real early and then making sure Morin Duke was dead by chopping off his head and then throwing his head at the skeleton. I thought that was fun. But he was just holding the ground till the rest of the party came.
Okay. And your wish?
To be able to go to the shop. That's what I really wanted to go shopping.
Like, I really want to just shop.
And like I thought about it, I could have gone to
shopping.
the blacksmith right now and taken whatever I wanted because he's not even there. No, I had to kill people.
The one time Skylar says, I don't want to fight.
Yes.
And then you're like, hold on,
I'm thinking
let's take both of our BBEGs and put them in a fight for him.
Oh,
I'm
there's a reason.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't want to fight either.
I didn't think we were going to either. I was like, oh, this will be a fun little RP session. Because we've got like, we're cleaning, we're building up our house, we're going to have a home. You guys are going to go get your stuff fixed. And then
No,
I was like,
Morin
oh,
Duke.
Morin Duke.
This was more or less planted ever since the circus. Even then, he made a comment that would allude to him being here.
Really?
Right, I mean, I will say I was surprised that they were here, but I also, like, I was surprised that it was, like, immediate fight. I figured they'd be laying low, and we'd, like, have to find out that they were here and figure out where they...
And there's a very intentional
So, like-
reason why she's here, too.
I'm sure there is,
Oh, yeah.
Rory.
Well,
Yeah.
she's got 3 or 4 Satori with her, so.
Yeah, the circus
Probably
brought Duke here. Not the circus, but those episodes. He was already gonna be here.
Sorry we derailed your Star and Wish, Rob.
No. And that was his wish to go shopping. So Jubilee, Star and Wish.
My star is going to go to Raja.
And his very strategic planning today. And also for pulling us away from those guards, because I would have sassed them until the end of time. Raja was like, you will not, we're leaving now. So that is my star, and then my wish
Was
is...
Raja also the one who remembered about the sending stone?
Mhm.
Wasn't that you,
Yes.
Skylar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
OP. Otherwise, we'd have been not even in the
Screwed.
fight.
Yep, we wouldn't have even been there for all of that fight.
Imagine this without 3 of you there.
Yeah, bad. And then my wish is just to find out what's on the scrolls. And also to see what's going on with Jubilee's like memories that other people have. I'm wondering if something will come back about Morin Duke that she can start exploring and figure out if she can start piecing parts of her life back together from this kind of stuff. Because this is wild that like her BBEG is headless and she just stabbed his already headless body incessantly to get his soul out, but like doesn't understand why she had so many feelings about it.
So remember, you can always tap into conversations with them.
Oh yeah!
What
Can't
will
go
that
ahead,
be?
he can't talk. No.
My wish is that you remind me to do that next session.
Let's see, that'll just go in here.
That's what I thought you were gonna try to do with the doll, actually.
Well, I was poking around and stuff. It didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like magical or
No.
anything. I didn't think that it was gonna have a soul or anything in there. Well, I have her with me.
Yeah, you
Little
do.
Dolly Parton.
All right. Well,
Atlanta.
let's go ahead and raid into Jay. I'm sure he's on right now. You would have thought I would have had that already pulled up, but of course.
Well, as you're doing that,
Yes.
if you're watching and have not followed,
Oh, here we go.
if
Jazz
you've
hands.
followed and not subscribed, if you have subscribed and your subscription has lapsed, and if you are currently subscribed and you are not part of our fantastic Discord community, we have one question for you today.
What
are you
What are we
doing?
doing?
My wrists are tired already.
And I'm gonna go have cake.
Why don't I see him?
What
my
kind of
birthday
cake are you
today.
having?
Okay.
It's your
My
birthday
wife's
today?
making Mario. Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
You waited
So
until
The last 2 seconds
Yep.
of this session.
So I'm gonna go have homemade marble cake that my wife's making keto version of next door.
Have so much fun!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
You should die on your birthday or something.
Yeah!
Yeah. That's the reason why I was giving Rory crap about leaving me like 95 XP shy of leveling up.
Oh, we did it. Okay.